100k cash right now, flip a coin for 1 million, or get a job that you love that pays 200k per annum, 50 hours a week.
Welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year. We're back again. We got Chinks in building. Gabriel in this episode. Wes in this episode. Had to start off the new year with the man them. Yeah, please like, share, subscribe. Anything you need to know about the channel. We got the TikTok, ChisoLifts, on Instagram, and yeah, just more content coming out this year. We're going to try and drop the vlogs weekly as well, and then there's going to be new things added over time. Please keep supporting, we appreciate it. Like I said, I don't see all the comments. Wes does, he keeps me updated time to time. I comment in the community section, but yeah, please keep supporting. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it, and more to come. Peace. What are your main goals for this year?
The switch up is crazy.
Never know what I'm talking about off this camera.
Outrageous. This is PR.
We had lube sponsorship if they knew what we were talking about before this. Is lube a wire?
Nah. Surely not.
I'm just here drinking my Volvic and minding my business. What are your main goals for this year?
Just the same as last year, but to a bigger pause level, I suppose. Just keep progressing in what I'm doing. More Patreons, subscribe to the Patreon. Yeah.
How do you feel last year went content-wise for you?
Amazing.
Yeah.
I think last year was sick. Big up you, man, as well. You lot helped a lot with that. Appreciate you lot. Appreciate that a lot, man. Got a lot of looks, went a lot of places, a lot more notoriety, exposure. Still trying to figure out how to transition it into coin, but yeah, man, it was good.
Obviously, you lot are more consistent than us at the moment as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've up. Not saying that your visuals wasn't better before, but your visuals are very crisp. Like it looks. When I watch it, I watched your last episode with the guy called China, which was an interesting episode. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. That part where you guys were discussing the OnlyFans, and your mate was going back and forward with him, and you was not siding with your mate. That was really interesting. He was not being a team player. I watched the episode. I was like, wow. You know, you watch Beavis and Butthead when someone gets thrown under the bus. I was like, okay. Well, it was an interesting conversation, but even the visuals were good. And I think I've seen certain clips on Instagram where like you've got it split in threes. It's like you've got like, it's almost like like how it's chopped is like you've got 3 different cameras, so you get all the different reactions. So I think
AI.
Yeah, I said it's AI, you know. AI. You stepped up the quality of the production. It looks proper nice. And I think when you said thank you about being on the platform, if your content isn't good, no one ain't going to it's not going to transfer. So it's because people enjoy what you're.
Yeah. But
you got to say, if not, they won't follow you. Or.
No, I hear you, yeah, but I attribute it to you lot a lot because I think we have different conversations here.
Okay.
And those conversations bring out a different part of me. Pause. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like. I think the 2 most viral bits of content I've ever done has been here, and it's because of the subject matter. Because we have these sort of conversations, we just piss about over there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But funny things you say that, but I always say that people like to. So people complain about content a lot. So sometimes I see when people will see like a clip of Made You Think, or I'm just a bit ashamed, and say, oh, why are men talking about this? And I sit there and say that there's content for everything. The same way you've got like you've got J. Cole, you've got Drake, you've got Chief Keef, you've got Young Thug. All these rappers rap about different things. You don't want to hear the same thing all the time. Mm-hmm. You know, even Kane Brown, his content. For instance, Kane Brown has got content with comedian with Chris. Now, for me, Kane Brown probably in the UK for me is probably one of the funniest comedians there are. I've liked Kane Brown for years. I used to book him for one of my events. I don't think I can afford him now, but I used to book him for the events I do, and he's funny. But even his content is pretty much on the sex side of things.
Yeah.
You know, like it's sexual.
Well,
so
you know, his comedy's always been like that as well, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
and this is from like 06, 07 times.
But Kane Brown's like 64. So should Kane Brown not be discussing?
Put him in Nintendo.
Oh my days!
Man's got analog.
No, I'm just saying.
Nintendo.
No,
Kane is 64, you know.
Well, I'm pretty sure Kane could have been my teacher at school. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. No disrespect to you, brother. You know, you're a very funny guy. And his content is pretty on the sex side of things. And I think it's funny. But somebody might sit there and be like, oh, why are grown men discussing this? Look, there's a variety of topics that can be discussed. The same way you say, oh, yours is not serious. But sometimes I might just want to sit down and just have a bit of fun. Don't want to hear about algorithms and homelessness and all of that every single day. Like, there's content for content. I don't want to hear about all the time. Sometimes I want to crack a bit of joke. You know what I mean? But are you happy though? Because that's I think you asked you about your goals. Are you happy? Did you have a happy year last year?
Yeah, I had a good, yeah.
Yeah?
But remember, I've been, before I've come here, pause, I've emptied out my balls. Like, I'm sexed out, so I'm over the moon right now. Like, do you get what I mean? So I don't even know, but I'm in a good space right now.
That's good.
I'm in a good, so I'm feeling light on my feet. Like, you know?
That's good.
I've got a next question for you. What's you lot's goals for this year then? Or have you lot done this prior on?
No, we haven't had that conversation.
No. Mine is just literally stay focused. Just keep going. Stay focused and keep going, because
Switch up is crazy. I hate PR chiz, man. It makes me sick.
Where's
It makes me
the
fucking
hater,
sick.
boy?
No, it makes me sick.
Oh, you're
It
a
makes me
hater.
fucking sick.
Where's
You're
your
such a
hater?
fucking hypocrite.
Wow.
It pisses me off. No, I've had enough. It's pissed me off.
Where's my favourite hater?
So much. I've come here so many times.
Where's
Pause.
this, my favourite?
And man's
I'm happy that
the way he switches up is
You're my
crazy.
You're my favourite hater.
I have to be.
Where's he trying to
No,
draw me out?
no one's
I'm
telling
gonna
you.
get drawn out.
Everyone lets you get away with
I
it.
am not going to get
I'm not
drawn
scared of you, bro.
Getting drawn out. Nah, my main thing is just literally stay focused, you know, because I already know, like I've said to this drawer here, my strategy for this year, and if I stay on point, everything I need to do will just happen.
There was one comment, that I knew would piss you off. I don't think you saw it, otherwise you'd be vexed. It was like, I don't like how the channel has become all about Chizo's success.
I saw that.
Someone said that?
Yeah,
they said-
when these times here,
they
no, but here,
Wait.
no, Gabriel, but the joke thing is, it was you and Sim asking them questions about, you asked the Sim, what do you think, blah, blah, blah. And these times, I'm in the corner quiet, you know? I'm chilling quietly. Like, when that whole episode happened with Sim, I just thought, I said to Sim, oh yeah, Gabriel's gonna be here, because he was like, yeah, I want to do an episode with Gabriel, because remember last time I was in LA and he wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I've literally said to myself, I'm gonna chill in the corner and not say much this episode. Let it be Gabriel and Sim back to back. I don't need to be involved in this one, because I've already said a lot.
Major pause there. Whoa, I'm not even usually.
Yeah,
I'm not usually like that. Wow.
Because he brought your name into it as
No,
well, I suppose,
that one was like, and I'm not even like that.
Turn the camera back.
Wild.
So anyway, now I've seen the comment.
Back to back.
I've seen the comment, and I was thinking, chill out. I've seen the comments. I've seen. Yo, hey, they don't want
Can't even fight them two
Yo.
now. No.
Get off! Get off me! Hey, you might have to scrub out the whole of this, man. Pause. Anyway,
Wowzers.
I've seen that comment, and I thought to myself, you ain't gonna draw me out. I'm in a happy space right now, and for me, it's like, the whole episode, I was purposely keeping quiet.
No,
I'm
you
like,
need to talk more, man.
no, but you see me, if I've got nothing to say, I don't need to say nothing.
Yeah.
Gabriel likes to talk.
Yeah.
You know I don't like to talk.
Yeah.
I talk, but
That's when the camera's on. When the camera's
yeah,
on.
like
You
between
talk
them
a
and
lot.
them,
You talk a lot.
yeah. But in general, like in public, when people meet me, I talk. But a lot of times, I'm just like, I talk because I'm being polite. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of times, I'm in my own head, in my own little space. Hence why I train at midnight, just to avoid everyone most of the times. Or I train when it's chaotic, because I know no one's noticing me when I'm just moving through the world quietly. So I'm in the corner chilling, and I've seen that comment now. I just thought to myself, you're having a bad day, ain't you?
You know,
You're having a bad day, ain't you?
to build on what you just
Keep
said
having that bad day.
about your politeness, because you're being polite enough to even dignify that with a response. Because the fact that you type that and then press send, I know you're not in a happy place. There's no way you're happy in life if you're going onto a man's channel that's named after himself and is all about his life all the time and provides you with so much content that is not attributed to just him. And then man has a one little Dubai vlog and links up with his mates, and look what it's done to you. Look what you're spewing in the comments. This is crazy.
Wow.
Head up, bro. Head up, bro.
Wow.
That's all I can say.
Have a great year, bro.
That's
Have a great year.
Majority of the comments are negative though.
Huh?
That's why.
Well, I think what is people like to deflect. One thing I've learned is that I don't take things personally anymore.
Yeah.
Like when someone's having a bad day, they might take it out on you. So sometimes I realise it's not them. So I just skip past it now. I don't
But
really,
you
I
know
don't
what's
get bothered.
you know what's funny about them people there? In real life, they're never gonna approach me.
Yeah.
In real life, they would never ever step to me. Like
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Bro.
Why?
I'm
No,
not-
wait, hold on. Who are you?
I'm
Why?
not.
No, man, I was about to agree to man. I was about to agree with man. I was about to agree, man. What?
Turn the camera, Wiz. I am not a bad man,
What?
but I know how people are in real life. innit? Like when they see man, it's always
I don't know. Man might have been watching me punch that boxing machine and think, do you know what? I reckon I could. I reckon.
whatever. But in real life,
I know what you mean.
in real life, it's only the positive comments that come my way.
No, of course.
So
100%.
I don't need to pay attention to the comment section. That's why I always say to you, don't show me what's there.
Yeah.
It's like the other day when the thing with Sim, I didn't even know Sim commented. I've just gone there and just said, right, to say thank you to everyone for supporting the channel for the whole year. Then I seen Sim comment and just thanked him as well for being here. And that was it, come off the comment section, because I live in real life, innit?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I know what I need to focus on is nothing to do with it, because the people who are negative, bro, like for you to go out your way to type something negative, you're having a real bad day.
Yeah, they got nothing positive to
You've
focus
got
their energy
nothing.
into.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Typing it.
Huh?
Typing it, cool, because you got it out your system. You know, they say write down how you're feeling, but pressing send. That's crazy. That's crazy. You might as well have cyber sex. Like, I'm fucking you from the back and you loving it. Send. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I wish you the best, though, man. Was that comment this year?
Yeah.
Starting off your year like that.
I thought you ain't gonna draw me out in the comments, boy. I ain't even gonna respond.
I like it, man. I like the comment.
Oh, Wes loves it.
I like
You know what's mad here? A couple times I've read on the sly, but I'm like, I'm not even gonna tell Wes, because I'm like, I see what you've written,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you're doing this unnecessary back and forth.
No, 100%. I like, sometimes I'm
And I'm like, right,
nah, I've got time to do it.
Yeah, I'm like,
my work's done.
He's trolling the trolls, but I'm like, these people don't matter.
You know, but it's
'Cause
engagement, man.
the
Engagement.
people who matter actually approach you in real life. Bro, I'm in the gym, yeah. I go to the biggest gym in the area now. Maybe it might be second or third biggest gym, but I'll be in the gym now, and people would approach me and talk to me about episodes, and we would have real, proper conversations. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Proper, mature conversations, and that's why when you were saying off the thing, the PR, blah blah blah, bro. In real life, I have in real life, I have the proper conversation with people on the channel, and I have the flagrant conversations. But I'm not trying to push the flagrant conversation on the channel, because I got a younger audience that watch my channel as well, and I'm trying to cater to them as well.
Is that the main reason?
No, I'm being dead serious.
Is that the main reason?
No, I'm being dead serious. I'm trying to cater to them as
So
well.
that's the main reason.
That's the main reason.
Alright.
Bro, people come up to me with their mums, bro.
Cool.
Yeah, my son watches you and Gabriel,
I believe
blah
you.
blah blah.
No, I believe you.
So
I believe you.
instantly, that's made me think, rah,
You got
like,
good
I
instinct.
have to kind of hold. Why do you think I don't tweet no more?
We'll have a proper conversation off the camera.
No, why do you think I don't tweet no more? Because it's like,
You're the boss,
someone
bro.
might draw me out on Twitter, I might say the most flagrant thing as a response, and now it's just like, rah, you're meant to be big bro.
I'm with you. I get
You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're
So
saying.
now I just don't get drawn out. I don't get drawn out on no
Yeah.
socials.
Yeah.
I don't get drawn
How much?
out.
But I know you got questions. Do you want to go through your questions first? 'Cause I got a question.
Bit by bit, yeah.
Go on.
You ain't so goals for the year.
I think my goal for the year is to be more disciplined. I think that's the only thing that people need.
Sexually, or
I would say, do you know what? To be fair, I'll be honest. I've been very disciplined with women. Very, very disciplined with women.
well done.
No. What? I don't know
Why
about
you
you
breathing
doing.
heavy, Wes?
I don't know about doing like there's no oxygen here. Do you want to open the window? Like, we know you don't do cardio, so I don't know why you're breathing heavy for.
Whoa!
I don't know why man's breathing heavy, but yeah, sorry. As we were saying,
Okay. All right.
I want to be more disciplined, and I think discipline is probably one of the biggest problems a lot of us face. Discipline and routine. So my biggest thing on my little board at home, in my room, is to have a routine. So I've got an alarm set on my phone now to make sure I wake up at a certain time every time. I've got another alarm on my phone to make sure I do something at exactly 12 o'clock. So it's just had to be a bit more structured. If my life continues as it was last year, this year, and continues with the growth of inflation, I'll be fine. Like I don't have, I usually like to do, I had a good year. I had a good year, and I think it's because I've worked extremely hard prior to that. So my goals is just to be more disciplined, try to make amends with my mum. Me and my mum are beefing at the moment, so I'm trying to, I think she needs to apologise to me, but she's not going to apologise because she's as stubborn as me. So I think my only thing this year is to try and make amends with my mum, because I know that some of the times I'm very stubborn, my mum's stubborn, and I feel that, yeah, she's old, and I know she ain't passing away for now, but I would hate the fact that I feel guilty when let's say say I do things for other people. I feel guilty when I do things for other people and I haven't done it for my mum. And I always question when I see guys spending money on women, spending money on this. I'm like, bro, I had a conversation with my mate the other day, I don't want to mention his name, and he was going out with one lady and he was calculating what the bill was going to be. And I just said to him, when's the last time you took your mum out? And he just randomly said to your mum, yo, get ready for 9, mum, I'm coming to get you. When's the last time any of you guys have done that? And I'm not trying to the people that really matter most of the time, we don't actually
take them for granted.
We don't. So I want to make amends with my mum. I think that's probably what I need to do this year. I think that's probably one of my physical goals. Apart from that, just be a bit more disciplined. And I really think that's one of the biggest problems a lot of us face is discipline. And I'm one of them, so I'm preaching to myself. Like, I need to be a lot more disciplined, as in stick to a routine. And sometimes it starts as little as making sure you make your bed every day. So for the past 3 weeks, I've been making my bed up every day, and that's one thing that's helped me be a bit more structured. Other than that, fuck these bitches. But yeah.
And you know, on that thing, yeah, because I'm stubborn, yeah, and I had a disagreement with my mum one time, and it got back to my dad somehow. My mum and my dad are not even together, which is just peculiar.
Oh, wow.
So he asked me, he's like, I need to get checked with something from mum, so I'm not talking to her. And he said to me, yeah, and I never, because I'm stubborn, so it's going to be something to get you over that hill, because your mum ain't going to do it.
Of course not.
And she's warranted not to, yeah, because my dad said, when you, your mum wiped your ass for you, so when you couldn't do stuff for yourself, she was doing stuff for you. And there's no one in this earth or on this world that can do the stuff that your mum's done for you. So you have no right to be upset with her, because she had your back even when you didn't have your own.
But to what extent do we, this is going to be a good conversation, to what extent do we allow parents to keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing? Like, at what point do we tell our parents to put their leg in and stop trying to guilt trip? You know, whatever people say.
Elaborate on that.
A lot of times, okay, for instance, when you mentioned about nobody else, you mentioned nobody else would have wiped your bum. Yeah, only your mum could do that. Okay, but who else is going to do that?
No one else did.
Yeah, who else is going to do it? And my question is, a lot of the times we use all the stuff that our parents have done for us as the leverage to say when they do things, just accept it. So my question is, at what point do we say, okay, this is enough? Like, all right, mum, we're both adults now, that you're going to talk to me properly. Like, you're not going to talk to me in this way and use you being an adult as the reason why I do accept this. Like, at what point do we say no, that I'm not having this anymore? Or is it just we're just meant to take it as children?
When you finally get out of your parents' house.
My daughter's 13. Mentally, she was born last week to me, because I was there when she was born, and time flies. So no matter what she's going on and what she's keeping up with, or what age she is, she's always going to be that to me. And your parent probably view, no matter how grown you are, how big you are, but she's seen you. She was there when you was born, bro.
And at what point is it no longer dictatorship and now a conversation? And that's my biggest problem, is that when, like, if you've done something to me, so my mum's biggest thing she always says to me is that you should always apologise, because if I pinch you, my mum has used the analogy of pinching someone, if I pinch you now and you scream and say ouch, it's not for me to say I didn't pinch you hard enough, that why are you screaming? You're the one that felt the pinch, so I should just apologise. Does that make sense? If I make you feel a way, I can't say, but I didn't pinch you hard enough. What are you making noise for? Or let's say it was play fighting now, and I punch you in your chest. And he's like, oh, Gabe, what are you doing, man? And I was like, I didn't punch you hard, but my chest hurts. It's not for me to say I'm not going to apologise. I should say to you, sorry, Chinks, because I'm not the one that felt the punch. Like, my mum always used that analogy. So now I'm saying, mum, if you've upset me, mum, and it's almost as if sometimes when we're children, we're just meant to just accept it, just take. And I'm saying, at what point do you not use the fact your mum wiped your bum for her just to do whatever she wants to run riot?
It's weird, yeah, because I can't remember what age it is, yeah, but I hit an age when I realised that, like, your parents are just humans.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? They're not perfect, and there's a lot more stuff you've been exposed to that, like, they only know their way. Like, you know, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. It like habits die hard, and it's sad because I watch my mum, and there's habits she has, like in terms of just diet and stuff she's grown up with and how she's lived and stuff, and no, like now medical breakthrough and food and health and all of that. There's some old habits that are gonna kill her. Not in drugs or that, but like in her old age, and she just, no matter how much I feed her this new information and show her like the cause and what comes out of it, she
can't break out of it.
She can't break out of it. And
so you said you just accept any. So basically your mum's your mum now. She's stuck in her ways technically. So same with most of our parents. So when they do things, I don't know. Do we just
accept people for who they are? Trust them to be what they've shown you, and don't try and change people because it's a waste of energy.
But what if it gets to a point where it's affecting you?
Then you can't control what they do, but you can control yourself. So if you're in your mum's household, for example, and she's strict and you can't do nothing, you need to leave. It's not her problem. Like, she's done more than a lot of people do for other people. You.
But my thing though is when okay, so this is my thing though.
But being born is not an excuse to.
But my thing is, at what point does a parent stop using everything they've done for you as a child as their leverage in a conversation to guilt trip? And
when they grow up.
But we're all grown adults.
But are they going to grow up? Are they going to change? It's unlikely.
But we're all grown adults now. So my thing is, you mentioned, I'm going to keep going with the analogy of wiping someone's bum.
Yeah.
Like, parents have done all of that, blown the nose, boogie out, they've done everything. But my thing is that now the leverage used when having a conversation where your mum or your dad has done something to you, where you just go back and say, oh, but yeah, she did wipe my bum.
But you can't fix a problem if you don't see it as a problem. If your mum was to pinch you and it hurt you, and she don't see pinching you as a problem, she's not going to go out of her way to fix it.
Then what do I do then?
You need to leave.
And then step back.
Except you have to, because you can only control what you can control.
You can't. That's my thing. That's why this year, as I said, I want to basically. I all my siblings have come and said, yeah, definitely mum's in the wrong here.
yeah, but that don't matter. They're still cool with it.
Yeah, but there's mum's in the
How
wrong.
do you know that she's not going to her and saying that you're in the wrong?
No, my siblings, we told me, like, we're very, our sibling relationship is very, if you're in the wrong, we don't do all that pandering. So they've agreed that mum should apologise, but what my mum, funny thing is that all my mum done is, remember when you was younger, your mum would beat you by mistake and then she'll say, are you hungry? Or she'll try and, we're going to cinema tomorrow. Just say sorry. Just say sorry, mum. don't offer me no food. Don't tell me, I put on, just say sorry, mum. So my mum, what she's doing, she's sending me memes.
Do you not feel like you're being
Hey, Chicks, you know what she did? Hey, Chicks, you know what she did? He's gone like that.
My mum, my mum made a point, of me growing up to apologise. My mum would always make a point.
So she made you better. She made you better.
Say sorry.
Where she's failed in life, she's made you better. No, she doesn't apologise, so she made you do it.
Instead of you saying sorry, and she knows, and the first one she knows.
Yeah.
You're sending my memes.
That's an olive.
That's like a manipulation tactic. You know, like no. You know when you argue, like let's say like you and your girl, for instance,
And I was going to use that.
For instance, you and your girl, something's gone wrong. She's done something wrong to you, and instead of apologizing, she's there just trying to give you cheeks.
I'm not mad at that. I'm taking the cheeks. That's your way of apologising.
That shows how
after that we're good. I probably wouldn't even care after.
But on the reverse now, you think that's gonna work?
Yeah.
You're just gonna pull out your dick and she's gonna just key and just.
Can't measure up people with the same ruler. Pause. It doesn't work like that. The same way you would apologise to, for example, Gabriel. For example, you might give him money and he might be alright with that. But chicks might be like, nah, like you gotta apologise and say sorry. If someone's extended an olive branch as an apology,
no, it's for me.
They will do it over and over again.
I'm done with that. See with me, and I've learned, and I used to do that as my gaslighting with women.
Okay.
I wouldn't apologise. I might just say, oh yeah, you know what are you doing Friday? Let's go out to eat.
So you've done it intentionally?
No, I've done something wrong, and I know that I'm in the wrong.
Okay.
Sometimes they let me apologise, and I'll be like, what are you doing Friday, man? Let's go out and eat.
Yeah.
And like that's like my way of saying sorry. Just say sorry.
Yeah.
It's gaslighting. Just say sorry.
You know
I get
what
it.
you do?
And what brothers do is now, especially what brothers, they'll buy a woman something, like buy her a bag. No, say sorry. F your bag. Still buy the bag. But like,
You're being a hypocrite now.
what?
You're that guy, yeah. On Monday you don't know how to bake.
Okay.
Tuesday you learn to bake, and then on Wednesday you're on the internet saying anyone who can't bake's a dickhead.
Okay.
Because you're having a go at your mum for
Bars.
something you've done yourself.
Bars.
No, but this is the difference
Bars.
though. If I'm the kind of person that has made a point when raising this child to apologize,
But that's
she's ingrained in me to say sorry. Don't
think there's a reason for that though.
Do you not have problems that you will help your kids fix, but you can't necessarily fix
Yeah.
about yourself?
No, but
Basically, they know their flaws, and they're making sure that we don't
But
pick up their flaws.
This is one
Yeah.
thing that I found.
Yeah,
a
they
lot
know how
of
it affects people.
Talk about their parents is just acknowledging something and apologize. I can only talk about my culture.
Yeah.
A lot of them struggle to say sorry,
Mine as well.
and it's bad because we're adults.
not bad,
Actually,
man.
it is take the title away from someone.
Yeah.
You're just an adult. You've done someone something wrong. Just say sorry.
But
How do you take the
perhaps
Just say because you're just human.
In our
Your mom's
culture,
human, your dad's
in our
human.
culture, they've got this hierarchy issue where if someone's older than you, no matter what they do, you should always have respect for them. You get what I'm saying?
but that's not the
That's-
same.
that- no, but
that's not the
that's-
same culture here.
No, but they still, even though we're here,
Yeah.
they still have the same
Because
beliefs.
that's where they was raised. Like you can take the person out the you know when they say that you take the guy out the streets, but you can't take the streets out the guy. Pause. But like it's kind of like that in the sense of like when you came here, you're second generation, right? So your mum, right? So you've been proved to a lot of experiences your mum didn't get on the account of your mum, your parents, or whatever. And like they've taught you perhaps things that haven't worked for them. That's kind of like ingrained with them to make you better to survive in this new world, in this new world that you're in. So perhaps the way you're feeling is because you've had exposure to a lot of different things just in this country and through other people, and you've evolved beyond the point that maybe your mum has. You with me?
Yeah, but I think if we keep it to the crux of it, what the main issue here is that
So if we ignore all the evidence, if we ignore all the evidence I presented,
no, the same thing is that if I do something, if I've done something wrong to you, Wes, okay, it's not for me to be like, oh, Wes, this is new lens I've seen, I've got it for you,
Yeah.
Okay, you've been quiet, not talking to me for so long.
Yeah.
Just say so, like you didn't need to buy the lens.
Yeah.
Just saying sorry.
But I guess it depends on what
Just
I
say
would
sorry.
deem as an apology. It depends how stubborn I want to be.
And that's the thing. Me and my mum are both stubborn.
Yeah.
So I've got stubborn traits. So I'm my mum's son, as they would say. But you've ingrained in me for so long to say sorry, and it's a big struggle. And I think a lot of parents have this with their children, where they don't want to apologise.
But even though she ingrained it in you, there was still a period when you was gaslighting women and not doing what your mum taught you.
Of course.
So you can't have a go at her.
No, but and the thing about it is that the only difference is that when those things were pulled up and I was pulled up on it, I can acknowledge that I'm doing it. So the difference is that I can see that I'm doing it and I would say sorry. So there's times when I've been with women and I've done them something wrong and I'm like, let's go to here, or I might say, let's go shopping, or whatever it is. And they say like, Gabriel, just say sorry. I'm like, sorry. Like you don't, just say sorry.
So your mum's done her job then. She's made you better than she is.
Yeah,
in
but,
terms of apologising.
but she's got to say sorry to me now.
So but when you're receiving these memes, are you just airing them?
Sometimes I'll do like, so the heart thing will come up.
Petty. What? Real petty.
Is the problem?
So why don't you just write in them? Just say sorry, mum. Why don't you just type that in the message?
Yeah, because
Instead of just like it and begin a
No. I'll tell you why.
Is what
I'll
you're
tell you why,
holding a grudge
It gets to a
against.
point.
Is it
It
worth
gets to a
it?
point where when something is happening so long, consistently,
Yeah.
at some point,
There's a breaking point.
there's a point where you got to say, I'm not getting mugged off anymore. This is
It's
too
your
much.
mum, bro.
No, but your mum can mug you off.
Bro.
Do you know what's trauma people have with their mums and dads for things that they've done to them?
But at the same time,
We can sit here and say,
I don't
okay,
like that, because
there is bare
the way
trauma.
that sounds, because there's a whole load of bad stuff that some parents have done,
Yes.
But I mean, like really bad.
Yeah.
And your mum's nowhere near that.
You think so?
I'm telling you, bro.
Okay, let me show you something.
There's like people who, Epstein, Epstein and all them crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad. Do you know what I mean? So it's not on that scale of it.
they could have sold your party.
The one thing we shouldn't do though, we shouldn't do trauma Olympics.
Everyone's trauma is
For
different.
sure.
We shouldn't do
For
trauma
sure.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Because someone getting locked in the basement for 21 years.
It's an extreme.
Don't get me wrong, it's bad. He's bad.
Everyone's trauma is different.
But you remember, you got to think of all the stuff that I've gone through that you're not privy to growing up.
For sure.
And there's the amount of time, for instance, that I would get beat, yeah, and the issue was me not apologizing for something, or I've lied because I don't want to get caught, which would lead to apology. There's so many routes that go to these sort of things where I'm like, no, mum,
Don't you feel
we're
like
big people now, and you've done me something wrong. So what? Should I beat you now? Obviously, I'm young.
don't you feel like sometimes, yeah, like stuff you just mentioned, don't you feel like sometimes, yeah, you forget a lot of it in your mind, yeah? Then you go on Instagram, yeah, and you see one of the comedians doing a joke based on something that happened to you,
And it triggers you.
and it just triggers you. You're like, oh shit. Like the other day someone sent me a video and it was like the dad was shouting, if you come into my house, blah blah blah, da, 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 da,
Yeah, I saw that,
get out of
yeah.
my house. Then I remember one time, I must have been like 19, and I've come back at around I think like 5 a.m. and it's just bright outside, and the key, the chain is on the door. Bro, I opened the door, yeah. I just shut the door, yeah. I phoned my girl, said, babe, listen, stay away please, I'm coming to your house. Bear in mind she lives an hour away. I didn't even bother ring the doorbell because I already knew
Doesn't that make you feel like
what was gonna happen.
Like-
You get what I'm saying?
like
Then
the-
fast forward, yeah, this is the funny part about it. Fast forward 10 years later. So your girlfriend dumped you. So when are you going to get a new girlfriend? Cause we want some kids.
Yeah, the system is rigged, and do you not feel like because
I'm
other
like,
people
right,
have had shared
you're
experiences?
pressuring me now to bring you out to the yard.
Other people have had shared
But
experiences, man.
but then you was pressuring me to stay in the house.
The system is
You
flawed.
get what I'm saying? Now I want to stay in the house. I don't want to bring no girls. I just want to stay inside. I want to mind my business. I was going through heartbreak, but now you're telling me to get a next girl. Leave me alone, man. But they don't respect you properly
It's
until
like the
you don't live in
government,
the
bro.
house.
The government will
That's
take
the
your money
thing.
on speeding fine and tell you to pay council tax.
Yeah.
It's the same. The system.
same.
The system
Yeah,
is
the system-
flawed.
Yeah, I think for me it's just, but yeah, back to your question. Yeah, I'm gonna try and fix that this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and fix that because that's the only thing that it's kind of put a weight on me. I'm just like,
I think you should just learn to just let things go. Because your mum's the only woman.
your own benefit.
Yeah,
This is weighing on you.
this is stressing you out.
And the good thing is that we always give, and this is one thing about it, we always give the best advice when we're not in it.
Of
And
course.
Same with me. And
Yeah,
I-
you're probably pissed off.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And it's got to the point where I think I don't like the fact that we're not on good terms at the moment, and it's annoying me because I don't like doing things for other people.
Which one bothers you
I'll
more?
tell you this for free, yeah.
Which one bothers you more? The fact that you're not on good terms, or the fact that like you're holding this grudge, like you can't talk to your mum.
I think what annoys me the most is the fact that I don't know if it's any of those two, but it's more that, like, see, everyone likes to flex differently. I like to flex with my mum, if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense.
That's my flex. You know, like where, for instance, my mum will go somewhere, maybe like I send her in like the equivalent of an Uber Black, and she might get there and her friends are like, oh, who dropped you here? Oh, my son, you know.
Yeah.
Like I like my mum to be able to brag that I'm doing things for her.
So you
know what I
can't
mean?
do
Like,
that at the moment because you're beefing.
Yeah, so like say like for instance, you might go to a little function.
So look at the two and decide which one you want more. Do you want to
Yeah,
flex
so
with,
eventually,
do you
but
want to flex
she's
with your
got.
mum?
So what I might just do,
So if you're gonna do it anyway, you might as well do it now. So you might as well call your mum now. And be like,
No,
Mum, I get
no.
you.
I think what I might have to do is I might maybe, I don't know, I'll think about it, innit? I'll think about it. Because I'm stubborn. See me, one thing, and everyone knows about me is
Yeah.
I can be petty on her, and I'm stubborn as hell. Like the moment I'm in my mood and I'm like, nah, you're mugging me off, I don't.
That's how we get along.
Because
We both understand.
trust
We
me,
both
no, no,
understand our level of
Listen,
stubborn and
I'm petty,
pettiness.
it's like-
We're born
and I
like
always
what,
say
a few
to
days
people,
apart, innit?
Like, if you want to do petty, I say to them first, are you sure you want to do this? Because see me,
there's no levels.
There's no levels.
And the worst thing you could have given me is time as well. I've got time to be petty. I can be petty. And I always say you need to make sure that you don't need me more than I need you. If you're going to do this petty game, you need to make sure because I'm ready to just say,
I could forget you for life.
you know, just all like.
But you know what,
make
yeah?
sure.
I'll tell you personally, dead it. Because you know, certain times, yeah, like I said, I'll go on my phone, I'll type in mum, then I see someone else's picture. They've rehashed the number.
Fucking
Oh shit.
You get what I'm saying? So
you know what's
you don't get these moments back in it. Yeah.
So
So just
the
dead
other
it.
day, yeah. So if you're doing what's best for your life, you want a peaceful life. You don't want no issues with no one. You don't want no like emotional ties or anything to throw you off. And I think we all it ties back to what you were saying. That when it's outside looking in, so when it's advice on someone else's situation, you always give good advice. I think that we're all mature across the board in like things that we're mature in, but then tied back to what you say, there's certain traumas we have and I think like as an adult you're here, as a child you're here. So if you're being adult about something, you just do what's best for you and you don't let it bother you. You're a bag in the wind, you just flow with it. But then the childish element is here, where you hold grudges or you stand on principle to prove a point to someone, but it's doing the more detriment to you. So we all have we all float through life on this mature thing, and then dependent on what we've been through, we have a trauma or something that throws us to this childish level. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So
this is the pettiness.
Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there's, it's what you said. Obviously, through all you've been through as a child, been being beaten for lying and stuff. There's a trauma here, because you're a mature man. You don't get involved in stupidness. You're extremely mature and intelligent. So there's something that has thrown you here. That I don't know what it is.
And for me, it's. I just think where she consistently raised me to apologize and to accept fault. Like, for instance, imagine when I was young, I used to get beat so much here that I was lie about the most pettiest stuff.
Yeah.
It could be so petty just to avoid getting in trouble. Like I just lie, so I'm not getting in trouble. It could be something even to my brethren, something just petty, I did that. And I'm like, what am I lying for? Like shit. Because I'll get beat for the most random thing you can think of. I can't even think of what is. Let's say, for instance, I was meant to take the meat out of the freezer, and let's say I forgot, so I took it out maybe an hour before my mum got home. And let's say now, because you're gonna say pause now, innit?
I didn't say nothing. I did not say nothing.
And let's say, for instance, I took long to take the beef out the freezer. Let's say my mum's come home now, she can see that it's not defrosted. I'm like, okay, cool, I forgot. I don't understand why this is a beating. I don't understand, like, why am I holding belt?
Nah, you know what? Yeah, from the child, it makes sense. Yeah. But on as I think about it now, yeah. So.
Oh, you left the light on, so everything went out, and I didn't turn the light off.
No,
is that a beating?
I've left. Yeah, think about it. I've left all my comfortability, my homeland, where I know everything, where I feel safe, where I'm at one with the earth, and I'm comfortable here. To go somewhere, to make my children have a better life. I'm here in a system that is built against me, breaking me down every day, going against my natural roots as who I am. I feel inferior. No one's helping me. I don't know the language. I have my kids here. I'm doing so much to do better, and all I want is the meat pulls out the fridge, and this. I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
Well, you know what it is? So, growing up, for instance, here, if you left a spoon or plate in the sink, they will go flip mode. So now I give it, like, if I go to my aunt's house here and there's a plate in the sink, sometimes I'll just be petty and I say, why is there a plate and a spoon in the sink, knowing it's her. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just being childish, because
you need to find that. You need to find the humor.
So it's like, what I've realised here,
otherwise we're going mad.
It's turned me into the way I am. Because when you come around here, you don't see. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you go into my bathroom, you see things a certain way. When my family's come here to visit and they would drop things, I'm looking at them like, right, this is my house, you know, this ain't your house.
So it has benefited you.
You get what I'm saying? It's benefited me, but it's made it hard where I've had to learn how not to be extremely OCD. So I'm not as tidy as I used to be. It used to be so bad that if a girl came here and she combed her hair and left a strand, I'm like,
that's not OCD, that's because you're a cheater. Because I got that. That's not OCD.
That's because you're a cheater. Bro, I ain't got a girlfriend. How can I be cheating? Bro, I ain't got a girlfriend. How can I be cheating?
That's the strand.
No. But I'm just saying, little things like that would piss me off. You get what I'm saying? Where, like, rah, why have you got hair in my bathroom and stuff like that? Whereas I should be understandable to understand that, rah, you know what, you was brushing your hair. You shed. Like, I could just.
Or do you
I could tidy up after.
Do you not feel like?
You get what I'm saying? Then I realised that I'm turning into them.
100%.
Everyone's had the same experience. Though,
but I realised I'm turning into them.
Me, for example, when I realised everyone else's dads ran away, I didn't feel as bad. It wasn't like I wasn't being victimised. Do you know what I mean? I was like, when I went to my Jamaican brethren, it's like, bro, you got no dad as well. Cool. So it's not just me. Like it's not just me.
You got a dad.
Yeah. Now we don't like the stable homes. Now we're a little gang.
You're weak.
Yeah.
You're never gonna make it sports.
The motivation is no doubt.
It's not like a personal attack against me. It's not, because I'm not sitting there like, oh, like my dad don't like me because like what's going on? It's not the same colour in that. Like what's going
No,
on?
but you realise after time. But you realise after
Am I
time.
not black enough?
They'll never understand that struggle.
Yeah.
They'll never.
But you realise after time you start to turn into them without meaning to. You know what I mean? So now that's why I have to consciously think about things like that when people are around. I'm not as, you dropped this here. Let's say like,
I get you. The
let's
system's
say like for instance,
rigged, man.
before when the man them leave, if there was bottles, half empty bottles in the garden,
Oh, that's me.
I'm there,
I forget, man.
triggered.
That irks me.
Yeah,
I
but
forget,
now
I forget.
I don't say nothing. I just pick up and just.
Nah, because if you mentioned it, I would have.
You get what I'm saying?
I just forgot.
But before, little things like that used to, and I thought to myself, right, I'm not like everyone else, but it's cool. Like it's cool, but I should have forced people to move like me. If you get what I mean?
Yeah, you can't expect people to deal with
I can't
situations.
expect people to, because
in the
there's a
same
reason why I'm like that. Where I got used to, on Saturdays, for instance, we would want to watch football. So this is why I don't watch football. So we want to watch football now, and then my aunt's like, "Oh, we're going food shopping."
What change you got on, bro?
You get what I'm saying? So she says we're going food shopping. So everyone's watching football. All your brothers at school watching football at home. You're going food shopping. Then when we come back, we're like, alright, cool, could we watch football now? Then there's that dusty program, Sunset Beach, the omnibus.
Whoa.
These times,
Whoa.
these times,
You're not gonna disrespect Sunset
bro,
Beach.
it's a dusty program. Did you watch the last episode?
You're not gonna disrespect.
Did you watch the last
No,
episode?
We can scrap for that.
What happened in the last
No,
episode?
we can- no, that's-
Did
no,
you watch the last episode?
No.
Can't
Did
get
you
off his 40
The
change.
European Hollywood.
Bro,
You're gonna
did-
disrespect that.
Did you watch the last
With
episode?
Ben and Derek, when they.
Bro, did you watch the last episode?
That's right. Sorry for interrupting.
Alright, let me explain.
Sorry.
Hey, the whole episode was a dream. The whole series was
You
a
just
dream.
said Dusty
It's a
Sunset
dusty
Beach.
show. The whole series was a
Hey,
dream.
you man, spam the comments and call him a pussy, yo. Because how you gonna disrespect
The
Sunset
whole
Beach?
series was a dream,
He's gonna do
bro.
it anyway.
Bro, man made. I wasted years of my life here being forced to watch Sunset Beach Omnibus.
Was it really that bad? You had to watch it.
Well, Sunset
That
Beach
was the only thing we had one TV.
Derek and Ben and Megan, Coday Chanel.
Bro,
and-
we
What?
weren't allowed to have a TV in our room,
and
so
AJ.
we're watching Sunset Beach now.
Sorry,
Bear in
AJ,
mind,
sorry.
my auntie is she's watching during the week.
Yeah.
Why don't I know this shit?
So she's watching during the week.
Sunset Beach.
Then she decides to watch the omnibus on Saturday.
Nah, I never
So
had
you're
that.
watching the same thing you watch again twice. Don't touch the remote. That's what we used to hear.
A
So
young
now,
Emmerdale and the Coronation Street.
she watched all of that as well. So now, what's happening is now she'll say, you have to sweep the whole house, clean the bath, all of that. So it'll be divided between me and my cousin. So fast forward now, me and my cousin are super tidy. Everyone else who ain't had to do them things there, there you go. So you could tell you could tell where me and my cousin have been in the house, because it stays your condition in it.
There's pros to the trauma.
Whereas Jaheem is not like us. Where I walk in the house now, and certain times here, I've walked in my old house and I'm like, rah, you just come out the bathroom, then I have to stop myself and say, rah, I don't live here.
Yeah.
Why am I even kicking off at you when I don't live here? But because I'm so used to the order. You get what I'm saying?
Do you ever meet people and just think like you need some trauma in your life, like just to spice you up, man, just to make you a better person? Because some people are boring. I think the funniest people are the most traumatized people. Sometimes I think
You know,
like,
as bad as it sounds,
sometimes I meet people, I'm like, yeah, you're dry, your life's been too stable, it's been too good, you need to like, dad needs to leave or something, be one of us.
All the most memorable women in my life have had mad trauma.
Yeah.
To be honest, like my best,
You love trauma, pussy.
bestest.
it's bad, but I was, yeah. Let me just keep quiet on that one. But yeah.
What was your question? You said you had a question for Chiz.
What
Segue into that before.
was the question for Chiz now? I can't remember now.
Too busy
I thought so.
texting the bitches.
I can't remember now. But I can't remember now. But yeah, what was your other question?
Have you got any plans to pick up any new hobbies this year? Like in the last year, I picked up old hobbies. So I started playing basketball like once a week minimum. So every Wednesday, then sometimes Sunday mornings. And I've had people that have got upset at me because they wanted me to come on their pods and things like that. And I'm like, you could do any day but Wednesday. Like I'll say to them, I could do any day but Wednesday. I can't do Monday and Thursday unless it's really late or real early, because I kept, even though I stopped PTing, I kept one client, my most loyal client. I've kept her 3 years straight, and she don't really affect my my movement. So Monday and Thursday I could do after I finish training. But Wednesday I'm
Monday,
like
Tuesday I can do it after I finish training. Sorry.
Hey, PT in?
Sorry, go.
PT's a scumbag, though, isn't it?
He's TBing.
Or she.
so Wednesdays I'm like I dedicate to myself. So people would hit me up and say, yeah, but you can miss this Wednesday. That's me time.
It's routine, discipline.
Yeah, it's routine, it's discipline. How about you, lot? Have you got any hobbies that you picked
Do
up?
do you play badminton? One time you said you went to play
I'm
badminton.
actually pretty good at badminton.
Yeah?
But the funny thing is that I saw on his page, Bobby Kasanga, I saw him playing table tennis the other day.
Yeah.
You're not that good, bro.
He's not good.
Anytime you're ready, I'll give you.
not good.
I was gonna say give you that work.
Whoa!
Bobby, anytime you're ready, yeah, I've seen you open a youth centre, youth club. Congratulations, well done. It's really good. It would be unfair for me to come there and show them how I'm going to discipline you in table tennis.
Wow,
So,
man said discipline. You
anytime
sound like
you're
a
ready, Bobby,
Nigerian
let me know.
taskmaster.
we can do this.
I'd film that. It's good content,
We
man.
can do this.
Tennis is big in.
Because I'm Oriental, so none of them man can
Oh,
check.
by the way, I'm bowling.
Serious.
No one there talking to me bowling.
Kid will smoke.
Kid will
No,
smoke.
no, no,
Kid-
no.
Hey.
It's
Kid will barbecue.
aerodynamics. You can't fuck with him.
Is he better than Emmanuel?
You catch too much.
Yeah. Kid will barbecue.
Your chest is
Yeah.
too high. You catch too much
Bro,
wind.
kid
You
will
can't
barbecue.
fuck with him.
Alright, kid. Alright. Do you know what, kid? We're gonna do this. No problem.
Hey, wait.
It's on-
From
like,
time I said we should do this.
I'm just drawing up bare man in this episode. I don't even mind.
Wow.
No problem. Kid, when you want to do the bowling,
Kid
no
would-
problem.
kid
Bobby
would-
Kasanga,
kid would
when you're ready for
barbecue,
table tennis,
bro.
no problem. No problem.
ball, pause.
What?
Have you got a bowling ball?
No, has he got a bowling ball?
Bro,
What
he's
do you
got shiny shoes.
Bro,
and a ball.
that man take bowling seriously.
He's got a shirt.
Wait,
He's
he's
got
got
one
a
of
bowling ball?
Yeah.
Wait, no, like, all jokes aside.
No, kid will barbecue.
He's got his own bowling.
Kid will barbecue.
All jokes aside, like,
Bro.
I got-
Swear to God.
On his birthday, I thought it was banter. We was all playing.
Yeah.
Then I'm on the street. Then all of a sudden I'm thinking, right, this guy's close.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden I looked at him and I started panicking. And kids just strike. I was
so you see them get like 4 strikes in a row.
bro, I've seen him get 6 in a row.
I'm not good.
6
So
strikes in a row.
I started
Kid
well.
is,
Them man are good.
Bowling menace.
What about table tennis? You reckon you're alright on that?
Bro, my granddad's Chinese.
No, seriously.
Bro, remember,
No,
table tennis is big in Nigeria as well.
No,
It's
seriously,
like a
what's
major
that?
sport
That's
in
Chinese.
Nigeria, so.
Granddad.
Yeah.
Like, all banter aside, like,
yeah.
like he's Chinese, like.
Chinese.
the
Can't you
beard,
see in his
like,
face?
The beard and twist.
Why has he got other business?
Can't you see his face?
That don't miss me out.
No, but can't you see in his face though?
Do you know what? I thought I could see it, but I didn't
You
know.
can see it in his face though.
No, that genuinely, like.
Granddad's Chinese Jamaican.
Yeah, you can see it in his face though.
Okay, interesting.
And you know what? To back up your Bobby point,
Yeah.
I know he's not that good because of his pause, like his body movements.
Are
Like
you
the way,
trying to say he's
like the way he's, like you know when someone says they're good.
Are you fat shaming?
No, you know when someone says they're good at football, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like, bro, you don't even walk properly. Like, do you know what I mean? Your body is not designed to be good at this sport.
Okay.
Like, there's no way.
No, but I just saw him do a couple smashing. I was like, this product, this is. Yeah, but on the real, Bobby, anytime you're ready, we can set this up. In fact,
Ding 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 ding.
Anytime, we can set this up.
I thought you're meant to do football against Mo the comedian.
It wasn't serious. I think to be fair, I was traveling a lot, so I couldn't do it. But
ball.
no, not like Mo. Mo can play. I was gonna try and do a bit of pretending right now. Mo can play. Mo better.
So you're backing down on that one, yeah?
I wasn't. Put it this way, I would have been like maybe Division 2. I would have made about 10 bags a week. I wouldn't have been Premiership. But I was good. I was alright.
Where on the pitch? Can't ask me about position.
Boy, you know what? I think I was right.
Fire.
First of all, I was a striker. Then, funny thing is that when I was playing in my bubble, I was good. Then when I went district and started playing like, out of my bubbles, I used to play for the county. Then when I went district, I realized I wasn't that good as a striker. So then, instead of me going to play right back, where I probably might have made it, I didn't want to be a right back.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And I probably might have been Premiership right back, but I wanted to be a striker. But I wasn't good enough.
So basically, ego made you stop playing football.
And the fact that
Ego.
I learned that a lot of the coaches. So a lot of the times when, this is my opinion, I could be wrong, a lot of the time when these footballers make it, some of them are good and some of them, the dads get in with the scouts.
It's political, man.
And it's just literally, look, this scout's coming,
No,
give him a
to-
little
to-
envelope.
to-
It's
get
in
him
every
to training.
sport.
A lot of it is just
In that
backhanders.
day and age, it was a lot harder. Pause.
Yeah.
Like in comparison to now.
To now, yeah.
Because a lot of people I kick ball with, a lot of people should have made it, but due
Yeah.
to politics, they didn't.
They did it, yeah.
But there's a lot of men who saying they're injured and they because you were waffling.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But I'm not going to say I pretend I was not. like I wasn't the best out of, like you wouldn't put me in a session and be like I was the outstanding player. In my bubble, when I was playing in my small bubble for Croydon Borough, I was good. But the moment we went district, I said, I'm not as good as.
You have something behind you, pause. Like you have something to quote, because some men will say they're good, and I'm like, you have no credentials.
Nah, I've seen people play like, and I'm like, yeah, you could have made it. You're just either lazy or not. I wasn't the person you look at and be like, I could have made it. No, I'm not going to sit and pretend. Definitely Division 2. I would have been a Division.
If you could have played Div 2, if you trained every day, you would have. But you have to train every day. Like for example, there was a statistic about like South London, like the kids from like Kennan and stuff. Like 14% of like
they were banging footballers.
But even still now, because it's all blocks in the States. And
what's the name of that team that
I can't remember.
It's not NASA.
No, it wasn't NASA. It was a Sunday league team.
Yeah. I remember in school.
But I'll tell you what.
In school, most of the villains, most of my villain brethren are banging football.
But I'll tell you why a lot of, especially African boys, didn't make it because their parents were play on Sunday. Because Sunday
traveling
was
to
church.
games and stuff as well.
I'll tell you, a lot of the Nigerian boys that I knew that were good at football, their parents were not letting them play on Sundays because it was all Sunday league. So I could only go to play when it was either before church or after church. And my mum then let me start to go into evening service. So what happened now, I started going to the evening service on the Sunday so I could play football during the day. But I missed so much trials because I could. But once again, I wasn't that good anyway. So I'm not going to try and say.
But you was good enough.
My first school when I moved here, my first school in PE, the teachers were like, "Oh yeah, you should come football all the time." Because in PE I'll be there doing my thing, dubs in man. But remember we used to play out in the sand. Yeah. And we would play with anything. So first school, I remember telling my aunt. My aunt said, "What?
Football king.
What football?" She goes, that's study time. Yeah. Bro, I used to do guitar lessons as well because I was good at maths. So I was so advanced that they would let me not go maths to go do extracurricular. Yeah. Well, I was like,
the Sunday league football thing messed me up. I was so pissed. And then also because I was naughty sometimes, my mum would punish me by not letting me go to football. Yeah, you can't. That never helped as well. So some of the times it was my fault, but like for almost 2 years I couldn't play football on Sundays.
But that's why now you're seeing a lot of Niger boys making the football because third generation African parents,
they're a bit more smart. I say my mum wasn't smart, but they're a bit more.
Their parents are like Mandom's age are just slightly above.
And there's more light at the end of the tunnel as well, I suppose.
Yeah. And I think also parents are seeing that the only route now is not just education.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like because they never saw anyone become a footballer in Nigeria, they're like, football, okay, you're not going to make it.
You want to be a doctor, lawyer,
they can see
engineer.
You can even be an influencer now and make money. Like this, it's a job title. Yeah. If you're like, oh no, you know, it's a job. Being a podcaster,
bro, it's a job. Where was in Houston? The amount of people, Nigerian people, I bumped into you engineers in oil and gas. Everyone.
It's possible.
Everyone, engineer. I'm an engineer. I was like, right, okay.
Yeah, no, it's possible. So I think we're just getting a bit more educated. But yeah, I was never the best at football. I'm not going to sit and pretend. Like, a lot of man will be watching this now, but like, yeah, no, I could have made it.
But you know what? Yeah, certain times, like you know when people say, "Oh, yeah, are you pissed your parents didn't let you do this or do that early?" I'm like, no, not really. Everything happens for a reason. Because you might have got to a point here. I've seen it on the reverse where when I got to like 16 and I finally got allowed to go play basketball, there were some kids who their parents were always around all the time that you could tell my man didn't like this as much as I do.
I see what you mean.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's getting pushed.
Yeah, it was getting pushed. I could literally see it. I'm like, right, you don't love this as much as I do. Like, it's two extremes, isn't it? Yeah. You know what I mean? So
I suppose your parents it might take the fun out of it as well. I suppose a little bit. Yeah. Parents as well. Then you're trying to live your dreams through your child, so you put too much pressure on them.
Like even if I have kids and I love them to be athletes, I'm never gonna force them to be. Yeah. Like.
I could have done with some pressuring, man.
Huh?
I could have done with some pressuring.
You think so?
Yeah, to do more shit.
Yeah, you're a football man as well.
Yeah.
It
would have been beneficial, but
I had discipline issues. That's why I didn't make it. I should lose my head.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
But I got banned by the FA.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. My team and another team got into a fight, and like they surrounded me and my brethren, and I had like a tool in my bag, innit? So I ran and went and got the tool and I ran back, and then like the ref called police and everything. I had to run home, and you know football, you register in it, and all that. But about a week later, I got a letter through my door from the FA. I couldn't believe it had like
Banji.
three lions, you know.
Yeah.
I thought this was a kickabout in the park,
No,
bro.
no,
Three
no.
lions had my name and everything. I couldn't believe it.
I thought you got the England call up.
You're never getting that, bro. You're never getting that, bro.
Listen, bro, I made it my moment. He said, don't come back to the pitch, man.
So you play in the park, Carl.
Chicks is by the window just looking in the car like...
Chinks, would you rather 100k cash right now, flip a coin for 1 million, or get a job that you love that pays 200k per annum, but you have to work 50 hours a week? So three options. 100k cash right now, flip a coin for 1 million, or get a job that you love that pays 200k per annum, 50 hours a week.
100k now.
Why would you not take the flip for 1 million?
Because it's 50-50, innit? I could leave with nothing. That would make sense.
And then what about the 200? Why would you not take the 200k per annum job?
Ain't 100k now better than 200k at the end of the year with work?
Because that 200k roughly after tax would give you about maybe 100k per year. Yeah. So why would you
Not to mention it's dripped as well. You're only getting money a month.
Yeah.
So you're not.
But that's your job though. So why would you? I'm not saying you're wrong because I'm going to give you what I'll take. But why would you take that? Why have you justified the 100k now?
Because I reckon I could, with 100k, I could make 200k in less than a year with it. I like to think I got the skills to do that.
Out of curiosity, what would you do with the 100k if you had that right now? Just out of curiosity.
Leave me alone, man. What would I do? I'd do several like small things. So I'd buy another truck for my rubbish business, put more money into marketing for that. That's one thing.
Another truck is roughly what, 30k? Would you get a brand new one?
I won't get a brand new one.
So like maybe what, 15? 20?
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
So I say about 15.
So you know, call it down to 80k now.
Yeah, I'd put about five grand into more marketing.
Okay, so now on 75.
And I reckon that would earn me 100 in a year.
Okay.
That would I can pretty much bank on that. And my brother's doing this.
Hold on, to interrupt you. So can I buy a truck, please?
Of course.
No, I mean genuine. Like if I bought a truck, what that?
Well,
if I can make 100.
do you want to work though? Or you want to get someone to work it?
Let me just buy the truck, mate, and then whatever you. Let's talk bits. Fucking everything. If I make 100 bags from a truck, mate, even if it's 50 bags for the year, I'll buy a truck now, mate.
You can, bro. Rubbish is money, you know.
But do you have enough business that another truck is needed? I wouldn't want to buy another truck and then it's eating from your business.
I'd ramp it up though, innit?
But would you say there's enough for it to scale up that I can buy a truck that you can still, I'm not eating into yours? Because I wouldn't want to run it. I'd buy the truck and say, let me get a share from it, and you just. I'm being genuine. I'll buy the truck. Bro, if there's 100 bags to be made from the truck.
Bro, yeah, you can make money, man. I haven't checked it, but I've made. Since I've been doing it. Sorry. Yeah, well done. Yeah, I've just stepped to the big hole there.
Everything you do on their songs and you're going to text me.
Wesley Snipes said
I was even going to say, don't ask me this because I'm not going to tell no one what I'm going to do with my money.
Yeah.
It's not for them.
But so you take the 100k and you throw maybe 25k back into your business.
Yeah.
So you've got 75k left now. What are you doing with that 75k that's left?
I'll do, my brother's doing this Amazon FBA thing.
Okay.
And my brother's he's good with money.
Okay.
So I put some money into that. I'd say maybe even like a 10 grand into that. And then I'd probably go the property route with the rest because my dad does property. Okay. So I'd do something with him. So I get.
What about you, Wes? 100k right now, flip a coin for 1 million, or 200k salary, which after tax will probably give you about 100k a year. That's the job that you love. 50 hours a week.
Job that I love.
50 hours a week.
See, I'm in a different place right now, so I would flip the coin, but
No coin then?
I'd probably take the job.
Okay, so why would you take the job over taking 100k that?
Because it's consistency. I don't need to move quickly. I need to move properly, and I like to. I know what I need to do. I just need the consistency of income to do it. If I flip the coin, I really want to flip the coin, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't take the 100k.
Yes, too.
But I really want to flip the coin. But I'm better than that now, and I've learned. And
so that means you're not taking the risk.
I'm not. No, I am taking a risk, but over. I am taking a risk, but over a longer span because I can't compound zero. If I flip the coin and I get zero, I have to go to my shit job that I don't like.
In terms of your taking the job as well, that's
Yeah.
the least risk, isn't it? I suppose.
I don't.
Because you're saying it, you just got to work and
Because regardless, you're gonna be doing the same hours at a job you hate and earning less.
Mentally, what's the difference between? Okay, let's just work this out. Let's put the million aside for 1 second.
Yeah.
Mentally, what do you say the difference is? Let's imagine there wasn't an option of the million. What do you say the difference is between a person that's taken 100k cash now with a person that's taken 100 grand over the year as a job they?
But yeah, just spreading it over a long period of time. Pause. And then I think that makes the most sense. I don't think taking 100k up front is a good idea. So I thought either flip the
What
coin.
do you do? Take the 100k cash.
I'm taking 100.
You're taking 100.
Yeah. Because I know what.
Really?
Yeah, I know what.
You wouldn't take the job.
Nah.
Okay, yeah.
That's unexpected.
Huh? Why? Well, you think I'm going to work 50 hours?
You're lazy. But lazy.
No, I'm not lazy.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
No, I'm
bro?
not lazy.
This is interesting.
What's going on here?
I'm not lazy. But I know what I know what
You don't work 50 hours at the moment?
Bro, I know what I'll do with 100 to flip. I know what's guaranteed to work for me.
But do you not work 50 hours at the moment?
Huh?
It's
No,
still-
but
it's
I
still
know I know what's guaranteed for me.
I get you, but what?
Bro, I know what's guaranteed. I'd rather spend all my time in what I know I would flip more than that in less than a year.
Quicker, would you say that?
That's why I said he mentioned something, and I saw the gap while I was in America, and I thought, oh my god, light bulb moment. But I can't talk about it until I got money to do it myself.
Would you argue that these are the three people? The guy that flips for the millions, a risk taker. The guy that wants 100k wants instant gratification, and the one that takes the job wants delayed gratification. Would you say I've messed up the delayed gratification part? So would you say the risk taker is a million flipper?
100%.
Would you say the 100k guy is instant gratification? What would you say the job person is?
You would say it's instant because if you know what you could do with 100k, it's not instant. If I was gonna take 100 and go ball out, that's instant. But if I already know what I'm gonna use my money, like he mentioned something that I'm like, right, if I had 100k, I was in a shop with my friend and I said it to her. I said, right, this is a gap in the UK, and she goes, oh yeah, you can Amazon FBA this, and I said, yeah. I said, spot on, and she goes, I know what you was thinking because the way you was looking at it and making calculations, and I said, right, like every shop I go to, I don't see this one thing, but I know.
Okay, so if let's say maybe the 100k guy is the investor then, not instant gratification.
I don't know. I think it depends on the person.
It depends on the person.
I think it's because
if all of his investments fail, is he the investor?
yeah, then that's it. You don't get a second chance.
Isn't the 100k person the risk taker as well then?
Yeah, massively.
You know what it is? There are levels, but the person who takes a job is the employee. He's the least risky.
100%. In the short term, 100%. I'd agree. That's the most like slave wage.
Can you argue and say though that so let's forget the million flipper guy. Let's just look at the 100k guy who takes the cash and look at the guy who takes the job for 100k for the year, but then has the job reoccurring. So basically, in his head, he's guaranteed to have 100k
every year for life.
Every year. So if he doesn't get sacked or leave, but he loves the job.
Yeah.
So would you argue and say that why take the 100k and maybe take a risk of flipping and investing it when you could just get a job? So I guess these are the two different people.
So Wes, you're trying to say to me, if you got given 100 right now, you won't know what to do with your time.
I would know what to do.
No, but you
I would
know
prefer
what
you
to
to
do
give me.
to make more.
No, I know exactly what I would do, but I know it would be better for me to take the job.
But
Because I'd have access to more money if I took the job.
No, so
than 100k.
Bro,
Would you?
No, you wouldn't.
But in the long run, you mean?
In the long run,
In the span of I would say a year.
Nah, you're lying. You would take the 100k. You would take the 100k.
I wouldn't take the 100k.
Bro, you're gonna be tired.
I wouldn't.
Hey, Wes.
I wouldn't.
You ain't working
No,
100k.
me before. Yes, 100%. But again, I wouldn't take that. I'd flip the coin.
Wes, think about it. 50 hours. By the
Yeah.
time you finish working 50 hours here, look how many people struggle to do 30 minutes cardio
I do more
in a
than
day.
50 hours now.
I know, but I'm saying, look how many people struggle
That's
to
probably
to
less hours than I do now for
No,
more
but
money.
I'm saying
Doing something I love.
But now you've got.
That's true, actually. That's basically that same filming for maybe a record label, doing videos for a record label, doing
now-
filming for the
It wouldn't be
BBC.
that. It wouldn't be that. It'd be something dumb like fucking. I'm a footballer for fucking Barnsley.
I'll flip the coin unless if I don't have something to do with that 100k right now that could make me that. So let's say someone said, oh, there's something to buy that you could flip now and it would make you 400 grand on top, for instance. Then I would take the 100k. But if I couldn't think of something that I could do with the 100k right now.
Yeah. I think the 100k is silly.
That's what do you mean?
Taking 100k because Right, so you're a businessman and you're into feasibility testing and stuff, right? So you know that the percentage of businesses that are successful and profitable over like a span of 5 years is very slim, right?
Yeah.
So I want to have as many opportunities as that's possible at starting the business and being successful. So taking 100 grand, unless I knew like concrete, I knew what I was putting this money into was going to work. I think it's silly. I don't think it makes sense. I think taking 100k from a position where you don't already have money is silly.
I think it's for everyone. I think every individual knows what they can do with the money. So
Everyone
right
knows
now,
what to do with the
with
money.
100k, what do I do with 100k if someone gave it to me right now? I'm
You
not in a
niggas got
position-
money anyways. I don't even know why I'm having this conversation.
I don't. I'm not in a
Yeah,
position-
alright, cool.
I'm not in a position where I
problem.
can buy a property at the moment, so I wouldn't buy residential property. I don't want to open another commercial space for now. So the 100k for me would just, unless let's say someone says to me, there's like 5 different people that said, oh, you can invest 10 grand into my business here, 20k there, 10k there, 20k there. Then yeah, other than that, I'll flip for the million.
How do you feel if
You're
you get
content.
nothing though?
I'm okay where I am.
He's content because he's got money. See what I'm saying?
No, I'm just okay where I am.
Are you not content? Yeah, so you're
Yeah, I'm
content.
okay where I
You're
am.
content. So if nothing happens, like you're not at rock bottom. Pause.
Yeah.
Where you need. That's when I would say. You got to
Yeah,
take the
somebody
100K.
would have to.
Or
Someone's
take the job.
got. If I can see right now, I can use that 100 grand.
Yeah.
This second, or in the next 3 months or 5 months, then yeah. So no, I'm lying actually. I actually want to buy. They're doing these off-plan flats and studio flats in Dubai actually that are really cheap. So maybe they're like 110, 120,000 pounds. But how it works is that you pay in installments. So like.
So if you want to know how to do it, go to our Patreon where Gabriel's revealing all the information.
I think the only thing I probably do is that
Patreon.
You have to start doing that.
the job part.
All the haters will get the
But
information.
the job part would be my second thing. I think I'd probably go for the job.
1 out of 100.
To the 100k, if I haven't got something to do with it, I'd rather just get a job. The 100k doesn't. I'd rather get a job and I can compound it over time. Like that 100k is probably about what, 7.5 a month, maybe. I'd rather just a job that I love. So let's say what I love to do now, say podcasting, or I was a presenter for BBC or something,
put it like that.
whatever it is, or radio host.
Because you love it, you're not
It's not work to me.
feeling the fatigue.
I will take that 7.5 grand a month.
I think I'm I don't know if the word's ungrateful, but or maybe I have a sometime-ish attitude. No matter how much I love it, after a while it's going to become a chore to me.
So you'll be out in, let's say, 3 years.
Do you know what I mean?
You'll be out of it because you're a sensible guy. So the investments that you make should overtake your income.
That's what PT done to me after 10.
What?
It started to feel like a chore.
Yeah, I don't.
Like
Because
the day I stopped doing it, like I love training people, and I even said it on my last reel that I posted today. I said, right, I love training people, but I can't want more for you than you want for yourself.
I know.
And then it started to affect me because I'm like, right, I'm excited when you hit your goals. Then I'm down when you miss your goals, but it's not affecting you as much as it's affecting me, and I'm like, right, I care too much.
So you wouldn't take the job to be just a gym man. Let's say you're a fitness influencer.
That's not a job. That's not a 50-hour job.
That's a job.
But it's not a 50-hour week job. He specifically
He said it's just a job that you love. So let's say whatever it is.
But the key thing he said was 50 hours.
Let's say, alright, cool. Let's say Gymshark employed you to do brands, to do two workouts on their platform, 50 hours a week. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Training for 50 hours, bro.
Yeah.
Am I sick in the head?
Teaching classes. You're doing online Zoom classes for people. 50 hours.
As much as
Do you know how tiring that is?
Yeah.
But you love it.
Bro, do you know how tiring
It's got to be
that
something you love.
No, but
Tell me something that you love to do.
Man said 50
But
hours of
this
classes.
is an interesting conversation because I'll tell you what's funny. A lot of people.
I'll give an example, yeah. This is why I rate Kira London. Because when her platform blew, she was doing maybe like 6 classes a day on her socials for the people who were signed to her app.
Yeah.
To sign up to different classes. And then I remember talking to her, she goes, "Rah, I couldn't train for a year because my body was so run down. Like, even though we're promoting health and fitness, my body was so run down from every day doing so much classes. Then eventually she put people on, but if someone is sick, she would have to do, so she had no time for herself. That after a while,
Must be hard making so much money.
No, but even even when she was sick, she couldn't thingy. Even when she was sick,
Yeah, you can't substitute yourself.
she couldn't substitute herself. So it was literally breaking her down. You get me?
As much as I enjoy podding, I couldn't pod for 50 hours a week.
No, that's too. But let's say you split it up. Let's say Spotify came in and said we're gonna do 10 hours podcast in a week, and let's say 10 hours radio, and then they gave you 30 hours. I don't know, just being a fucking intern in the Spotify office to learn marketing or something.
Once I get to about 40 bags or something like that.
40.
Yeah, once I do about 5-6 months, I'm like, bro, it's a chore now.
I'm with you.
Do you know what I find interesting though? Yeah, is that look how we're saying 50 hours is a lot of hours.
Well, man, do that.
Think about it, so but to be in that 0.5% of the UK is that 200k salary, yeah, and we're sitting here. I know we're just having a bit of a laugh and giggle, but we're saying that just to do 50 hours to take home close to 7.5-8 bags a month. Some of us are saying we're not prepared to do that.
I'd do that.
That's a chore.
I've never worked 50 hours in my life.
And you know that those people who are, and I say what's funny, those people
some.
who want 200k salaries, you look at the hours they do and the workload they have, as much as a lot of people may envy them, the workload and hours they do is mad.
Yeah, I know.
Like, and that's a reality is that, and that's why I threw in that 200k for 50 hours. That 50 hours is light. That is, when I mean that is light, but we're sitting there saying, Chiso's saying, I ain't doing 50 hours. You're saying, I ain't doing 50 hours.
Bro, because you know what it is?
Chiso's bougie now.
No.
He was pissed to go to the venue for 4 hours.
Not even, no.
You want to do 2.5?
No, the reason why I don't want to do 50
hours.
Because, bro, I've done 80 hours and them slave
You know that.
hours.
But
yeah.
you love the job.
Bro,
you love the job.
I'm saying, like, I don't care how much I love the job. The knowledge that other men, the knowledge that other
just over 8 grand.
Yeah, pause.
Just over 8 grand.
But the advice that people have given me, saying if you had this amount of capital, what you could do with it, I'm just like, why am I going to play the harder game?
I'll take it.
Why am I going to play the harder game? I've told
for 50 hours a week.
Bro, but
I've
told you off camera what 100 will get you in the lump.
I know, but bro, see with me,
and it's not a risk.
And you still have your time.
It's still a risk though, because they may not buy it.
Bro,
okay. How much?
If you're running, if you don't say like out of that year, you was running on your Instagram and Facebook. Even Reese Wabera put out a blueprint when Mene Devoir, you saw it during COVID, where he was running. At first, it was like 50 bags on ads, then he scaled up 100 bags, 200 bags, to a point where he started running a mill on ads. Now he's worth what, 83 mil. So if let's say the item I told you lot off camera, you got 75 bags worth of that, and now you've set up your Shopify, then you've put some on Amazon, half on Amazon, set up your Shopify, and you're running 25 bags worth of ads. Bro,
I feel like that's taking 100k. I feel that's too much exposure.
Huh?
I feel that's too much risk exposure.
For what?
Because I feel like
You've been only supplier with.
Perhaps for me, I feel like if I had a job that was 250 and I was getting 100 a year, I feel like I can't lose.
Huh?
But
bro, if you're taking that chance on yourself and setting up this business and you're the wholesale supplier and at the same time selling the same thing individually online, bro, you're gonna be making in profit more than that monthly.
I wouldn't make my move.
You might even make triple that monthly in profit. So why are you not gonna take the risk on yourself and be caught 50 hours when you could be caught 50 hours?
Let's say it happens tomorrow, right? Let's say you get the 100k, right? That was your, and then I got the job. So let's say you take that, and then I get my job. I wouldn't make my move maybe until year 2 or year 3.
I'm making my move straight away.
Yeah, cool. 100%. I don't disagree with that. But then this is my point. So let's say you did I don't know. Let's say for pure argument's sake, you wanted to do a bar, and you did a bar. You put 100k into it. You got 2, and then COVID comes again. If that happens, and let's say for example that wipes out your business, you're back at 0, and you don't have the free.
Bro, I'm not.
So that's that. No, I'm not saying that's what would happen. I'm just saying that's what I would try and avoid.
And that's the reason why the business model is all online.
For sure.
Because when COVID happened, we learned that everything online stayed moving.
I'm with you.
Everything
100%.
that was an actual physical asset was frozen.
Too much risk in the short
so
term,
that's why I'm trying to be online.
I'm with you.
And I've given you the idea, and I've shown you what profit could be made from the idea. Because a man has literally said, like that's why I like going over there, innit? Because these man would tell me things for no reason.
And they're ahead of us.
And they're ahead of us.
Another thing I'll do is
You get what I'm saying? They will tell me for no reason. They'll be like, "Rah, you know what? You're not in my space, so you could do what I'm doing elsewhere. So I'm not a challenge to them." You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're giving me ideas. I'm like,
I would wait until
when the
they
man
see
said
it.
it to me, I was like, "Rah."
and then just copy what Chisel did.
Huh? No, but the thing is,
I'd ask for a bring-in.
no, but the thing is, no, but hear the joke.
He's already established.
No, but hear the joke. There's no point.
My brother, low key.
There's no point.
You make money first. You take the risk.
There's no point reinventing the wheel if it's already there. You go somewhere else.
100%.
You see what's missing here,
100%.
and you just take that idea and bring it here.
But then
So-
again, we're in different situations,
Huh?
so I completely understand what you're.
No, I get it. It's like what I said before you switch back on the camera. Every person's choice is based on the money they might feel like they're seeing right now.
Mm.
So you take what you feel more safe with.
And
You
you
know
know
what I
what? Yeah, to be a
Because if you was already consistently seeing every year 100 bags, 200 bags,
Flip the coin.
you're gonna flip the coin.
Flip the coin.
You're gonna flip the coin.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So your risk is based on where you feel like you are at this moment.
And you know what? Yeah, with the job, you're at the mercy of elsewhere because the same way COVID can lick out your bar,
True.
can lick out your
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
You get
Very
what I'm
true.
saying?
Do you get what I'm saying?
Because now-
So now
because
it's
now,
the
for
100K,
instance,
you've
yeah.
got the 100 and nothing can do you any wrong because you got the 100K
And you
basically.
know what's funny?
Other than
yeah?
inflation.
Because none of us work a typical 9 to 5. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to earn, so now the only thing that's stopping you from going to work a 9 to 5 is the money.
Yeah.
So,
I'll get a day job. I say
but there's jobs that pay you that. So what's stopping you from getting qualified to go and do the jobs that will pay you that now?
I actually do want to go back and restudy just because I'm bored.
Yeah, and I want to live Cali Berry.
What a life you must live,
You know what I
man.
mean?
What do you mean?
Like, that's so cool. You're bored, so you want to go and study. I think that's cool. That's
No,
aspirational.
but there's
man.
two things I
Some
want to
people
do.
study because they
I want
really
to
need
take
to.
make a study.
Yeah, but it's fine.
You see,
You can.
you see that off the
Are we doing
off the
it?
camera,
You
off the
probably
camera.
can.
Remember what you said? You said,
probably
I
can.
thought you buy trucks. Remember what you said? It was off the camera. You said, I thought you buy trucks
Yeah.
for the trucking company.
Yeah.
If I had an American visa,
Yeah.
but my brethren, he bought 4 trucks.
Yeah.
But he's back in uni. Like literally, as Gabriel said, he goes right. I went,
Making money.
bro. My brethren makes on a bad month about 50 bags.
Okay.
That's a bad month for him.
Okay.
But he goes out of boredom. He's back in uni. He's got time on his hands.
Yeah.
He's trying to learn another skill.
There's 2
'cause he's
things I
bored.
want to do: is go into psychology or become a solicitor, like in the
Aspiration,
actual
man.
courtroom. Those are the 2 things that I'm passionate about. I want to be in a courtroom, like dealing with those cases where I'm the person grilling the
Do you think you put in the hours to do that?
as in to get the degree. Yeah, like it's something I want to do. Like if I pattern everything properly this year, I want to go and study and be
I'd
either a
study.
psychologist or be a solicitor. I don't know if it's solicitor or barrister. The people that go into court and basically grill like the defendant. You know, like when OJ was doing that and I was like trying to say to the glove, no, you did it, man. The glove fits, man. You did it. Like I want to be that
That's
guy.
a lot of stuff.
So you're just doing side missions now, really?
That's what do you mean?
Just random side projects like that you just, I kind of feel like being a solicitor this week.
No, but I want to. Like I like to learn stuff in it, and I just want to learn either psychology because I'm interested in the human mind.
Yeah.
When I saw how people dealt with Mizzy, and they got him sectioned, he's gone to prison. You know, there's a lot of. I don't feel he should have been sectioned. I feel he should have had a punishment for what he done, but the route that he's gone through and the way he's been treated and handled, I don't like it. A lot of people have done pranks all throughout life. Don't get me wrong, these pranks were distasteful, but he's not the first person to do pranks. He's not the first. Like, he's not the last, and I don't like the way they handled him. So that was another reason why it got me into wanting to be a psychologist. I went to a mental health institution last week in Birmingham, and mate, what I saw in there,
That shit rattled you, boy. I could tell.
rattled.
I
And
could
what
tell.
rattled me the most was that I didn't know that the term that they used for the people I was talking to were called ward reps. I didn't know the ward reps were actually patients because they called them ward reps, but they're the reps for the ward. Like, imagine you've got maybe 50 people in the ward. They're like the
You're the most responsible one in here.
basically, yeah. I didn't know that. So
You can
imagine
get the key to the pill
these-
cabinet.
And these people, and I'm
That's
saying this
crazy.
in the most.
That's not a proper structure.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying this in the most.
It is legal.
What's that?
The prisoners run the prison.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know them,
Yeah,
them prisons abroad,
Yeah.
where they like the gang members run the prison. That can't be a
No,
good
they're,
structure.
but they're like the most responsible
Infrastructure.
part of the
But he's still
Yeah,
what it
it's still-
says on the
Still in
tin.
here for a reason, though.
basically, yeah. And the worst thing, not the worst thing, but I'm trying to find the right words to use so I don't sound like I'm being rude, but if it was only when they told me afterwards, I wouldn't have known they were patients. They were, and I don't want to use the word normal in a derogatory way, but they were just like me and you.
There was no noticeable signs about them.
And because of the way TV and media has made me think what a person in an institution would be like, I was expecting to find someone maybe.
Well, they have them there though.
They do, but I guess these ones are on maybe on the way going out. Maybe they're on the way home.
Majority of the people that have mental illnesses and stuff that should be in care or receiving help and stuff, they're on the streets.
It's because it's overcrowded.
They're the people that you have fights with in bars because they stepped on their shoe. They're not okay.
They're amongst us, and I say it's like they're aliens. No, they're like when I spoke to one guy, it made me realise how close and how on the edge we all are anyway. And when he was telling me the reason why he was in there and just having a conversation, I was like, Rotted, like a lot of us are not too far from it. Like our coping mechanisms are what stops us from going crazy or mad. And after talking to him, I said to myself, who are you in the dark room at home?
Me.
You know that when, you don't need to answer it, but you know when no one's watching, no cameras are on you, and you're at home, who are you in the dark room at home?
Probably playing PlayStation.
Yeah,
you know, like who are you? Like who are you at home? Like who are you in your dark mood, in that carnal nature of you when we're being that monster or beast? Who are you? Because all of us have. Well, I may not talk for the whole world, but I think the majority of us have a dark side. I mean, a very. And I said it to my friends the other day. If your WhatsApp group got leaked, would you still have a job?
I don't think I have anything.
Got nothing left. Ian Bill.
No, if your Instagram or just in general, if your WhatsApp group, anyone listening to that, if your WhatsApp group that you're in with your real friends got leaked, would you still have a job or be in business?
But at the same time, there's things that we say in jest.
I don't have jobs.
There's things.
HR would have sacked me by now. If I was in a job right now and HR got hold of let's say you got leaked my WhatsApp group, I'm out of a job.
Yeah, but it'll be different though, because you know that if we both murdered someone, I might get manslaughter and you get homicide. Like, my man should be like, we've got to let you go, boy. That was fucking funny though.
In our
dark humour.
But like when I was talking to the guy, I realised that, bro, like, what was the quote? Let me give you the quote before we wrap up.
You know what quote kills me as well, Wes, when you were talking about the PR thing.
Yeah.
The more my social gets out there, the less jokes I could banter like before.
I'll do more jokes.
Because remember before, my Instagram was chaotic.
No, you're very, back to what Gabe said, you're very disciplined.
Yeah.
Because even
choked myself.
Bailey, remember we had Bailey here, he said like, because he's like an influencer, he's like, bro, like, enjoy it while you can, because you have the most freedom. Like now, as you get more known, you're gonna have less and less. But I don't have that.
Huh?
I don't have what you have.
It's gonna catch up to you.
No.
Eventually it will.
I don't know if it can if you don't care.
I don't care.
If you don't care, because you can only be bound by things that you care about.
No, you know what it is? People are waiting for that one loophole just to attack. Yeah, and I've experienced.
But what can you attack?
I've experienced short versions of it a couple of times already.
Okay.
If they can't beat you up or fuck with your money.
That's
it's money.
Or attack your character.
It's money.
That's fine. I understand.
It's money.
I get it.
The money thing, like you think. That's what I said. Like, for instance, you mentioned Gymshark.
Yes.
So now I've gone to an event before, and then as I've come in there now, a couple of people have greeted me, and I thought, okay, they work for Gymshark. Then after when I was talking to one of them, they was like, yeah, like we see your stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm on radar of things that I didn't know that I'm on a radar. You get what I'm saying? So now I have to be conscious of how I move.
Whilst you're a dependent, yeah. In a way.
No, because it messes up your money.
Yeah, because you're not dependent, but
there's people.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
You don't want to fuck up your money.
No, there's people with less following, but because they're so clean cut, they're on wear our brand and you get paid 30 grand for 6 months.
Yeah.
But
if
you get what I'm saying?
If you was making,
but now they're able to use that extra to leverage their time, to leverage their content. Where I was saying to you the other day, I said, right, I said to Wes, if I stick to A, B, C, and D, and it's hitting what I needed to hit, the job he's doing, I'm gonna say, oh Wes, stop working. What are they paying you? Blah blah. Alright, cool. I'm gonna match that and put extra money.
You sound like a bad B. Fucking.
No.
That's crazy.
No, then,
That's it.
then,
Yo,
then,
Wes,
no. But Wes has said, I want us to do this, that. But for me and him to be able to do this, that, I need to make more to give him back his time and get my time as well, so we can just focus on.
I'm with you.
You get what I'm saying? Amplifying. So now imagine, let's say someone like that brand, if they put me on the same thing and said, alright, cool, we want you to wear all our things in their thing, we're gonna pay you 5 bags a month. I'm gonna say to Wes, alright, what them not paying you? Take that. I don't need it. As long as
It's crazy.
yeah, no.
It's like a bad beat, but it's
you get what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like,
just blind me.
No. But if he's working full
But
time,
technically, when you work for somebody,
100%.
No,
100%. But don't say it like that.
No. But
Yeah.
if he's working full time now on what he wants to do in regards to our thing, then I know that I'm still all right making money from the venue. I've still got maybe another couple bags from the 5. Then now Wes is making his money. Then we could just concentrate on what we need to do and amplify it. So now it's a thing that I could be like, I think cool. Today we're filming with Chinks and Gabriel. Tomorrow we're going to West End to film with Chifa to do a business one. The next day we could be like, oh, we're linking Elsie Anderson. Then Thursday I'll be like, alright, cool. You're gonna do day in the life and vlog the whole day. Then Friday we're gonna do gym content.
A lot of people behave because they have to.
Yeah, I'm taking
Then Saturday.
It's my day. I bought my time back.
Then Saturday, there's the other content that I said to Wes, the children stuff, but it's not for. You get what I'm saying? No.
OnlyFans, subscribe.
It's what I know. What
Jesus
I know.
in the Power Rangers costume.
What I know. What I know will go
Red Ranger
guaranteed.
in Houston.
What I know will go guaranteed viral. It goes back to that 100 grand thing.
Travel and Horizon.
You know. Wes being silly. Wes knows the idea. Wes knows the gamble, and he knows it will pay off.
You got a condom sponsorship.
Oh, sorry.
You know the idea.
PR.
No, you know the idea.
Charity, give money to the kids.
All Great Ormond Street.
That's in the episode there.
He couldn't take it.
I ain't taking nothing.
what I was going to mention was this.
All it takes. The idea will work.
Cut.
Yeah, what the quote was is all it takes is one bad day. So all it takes is one bad day to reduce the sanest man alive to lunacy. That's how far the world is from where I am. Just one bad day. And you don't believe that? All it takes is one bad day to reduce the sanest man alive to lunacy.
Yeah, in the comics,
you wouldn't agree with that?
In the DC comics, in the Joker, there's a thing. It's called One Bad Day, and it's about how the Joker goes from a
that's where it's from. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's from the Joker. Yeah, it's basically Batman the Killing Joke.
Yeah.
You don't say that with one. So have you had like a really bad day where you've got like even with the job you do, but maybe you've gone on a job and maybe something's gone wrong.
The yard man on the bus, was that a bad day?
But you just think,
it was so long ago. I just remember the moment. I don't remember the rest of the day.
When you felt meant to run the bus into the lamppost, like I'm done with this, man.
The day I quit PT. So I've got up at 4 a.m. Then I had 4 clients meant to be back to back, and it was meant to be 5:30 to 9:30, and they all cancelled last minute.
All 4?
All 4. So now I'm coming out Jim Sutton out the car park, but like imagine I've looked out but I haven't noticed this car driving. So I've driven out and my man's driven, and he, like a white guy in the car, he's driving alongside me, effing and blinding and blah. So I wound down my window and I start giving it back. Just all the maddest words coming out my mouth. Then now we're driving and we're both looking at each other, cussing each other. Then we've got to tell like a traffic light now. Then something just clicked in my head and said, "Rah, why are you acting like this?" So I've wound down the window and said to him, "Rah, wind down yours." Then I said, "Rah, you know what? My bad. If I drove out and, you know what I mean, nearly caused accident, blah, I apologise, proper, you know what I mean, spoke to him, apologised, and he goes, "Rah, you know what, mate? Like, nah, now we've spoken, I, you know what I mean?" Then he's like, "Rah, he's apologized back. And then he said, you know what, have a great day, blah. And I've said the same. Then everyone who's behind and who was behind and people who at the bus stop, they all started clapping because they're seeing both of us acting mature. Then after now, I've got home, I've messaged all my clients and I said, right, this is gonna be my last 2 weeks PTing. So everyone's blocks. Let's try to get these sessions done in the next 2 weeks. And everyone's like, why? And I was just like, yeah, like I think I'm done with PTing, but it was because of that 4 back to back. But what's happened is I dropped everyone out, but I kept one client. And the only reason why I kept that client is because for the past 3 years, Monday and Thursday at 7 p.m. She's never missed a session unless the couple times where she was ill and couple times where I've been away that I've had to push. So I try to purposely not miss a session. So if I know if I'm going away on a Monday, I'll try and make a train on the Sunday, then I'll try and be back before Thursday, you get what I'm saying? To make sure her schedule stays in line. But apart from her, I dropped out everyone. So yeah, that's what made me stop PTing. But that moment there made me realise that, I can't let this thing turn me mad.
Now sometimes you get that rage, man.
I need out.
You've never had rage before? Like in your head, but you just don't do it. Because that's what the guy was saying, that sometimes he's thought of things and you just did it that one time. Like, you know, like sometimes
that's the one time that ruins your life, though.
That one time you have that rage and you think in your head, I'm gonna smash it, and you do it. It's like, oh.
I think
done it.
when you're a capable person, you have capability to go both ways. Pause, major pause. But like for let's say Simeon. One bad day for Simeon is a very bad day for a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? Like let's say he went on raid and just wanted to. Same with Chiso. Do you know what I mean? If he just lost it in the venue one time and just started like punch him in the face, that's long, man.
I know. And I think so many of us, like, I can only talk for myself. I've been in that dark place before, very dark. Just like about 10, 11 years ago. I've said it before, where I was going to bed.
Was that in the 40s?
I don't think. Have you been rushed before? Ever in your life? No, seriously, have you been rushed before?
No.
You've never been rushed?
No.
I can tell. You ain't been rushed before, I can tell. I can tell. You ain't never...
There was a few times where it was looking like it, but...
Have you ever tasted blood in your mouth?
Yeah.
From like a... Oh, so you had a fight before?
Yeah.
Oh, but you haven't been rushed, like where 4 man stamping you up?
No.
Okay, cool. Alright, cool.
I was a bit scrappy.
Okay. But no, I've been...
That's a humbling experience when there's...
Yeah,
I can imagine.
Feet on your face and...
Yeah, very humbling.
Yeah, very
I can
humbling.
imagine.
Very humbling.
That's what I was saying.
I think
I'm fortunate that that's never happened to me.
Yeah, very humbling. But yeah, I was saying, I've been in a dark room before. I think it was about 10 years ago, where I was going to bed with Brandy, and I don't mean Ray J's sister. I was going to bed.
Alicia.
Yeah, I was going with Courvoisier. I went to bed with Courvoisier, and everybody else thought I was alright. And I say that because it's all it takes is that chemical imbalance.
That's what I was about to say, because
Yeah.
what you're saying is a chemical imbalance in your brain, though.
Yeah, like I'm not a funny thing. Nikita's a mental health practitioner, so she's one of my business partners, so she will know more about this. But I don't know what happened, but I think I knew what happened, but I don't know what happened. But all of a sudden, I got into a place where I couldn't get out of it. So I'd be outside, all jolly and everything. As soon as I got home, pitch black.
Yep.
I mean, pitch black, as in like I was in the dark. So that I would wake up, shower, come back into the bedroom, pitch black, and I did that for about maybe just under a year.
Yeah, you're masking. You get ready
that was bad.
For a performance.
And it's funny that when, and I don't know whether to, like, I didn't get diagnosed or anything. I literally, I knew what my problem was at the time. Like, I was in a position where a lot of my friends were excelling. A lot of people around me were doing well. And I got to a point where I was stagnant in what I was doing business-wise. And I'm seeing everybody fly. And I don't know if I started feeling sorry for myself or started getting depressed, but business wasn't working and I felt like a failure. And because I was out there and everybody else thought I was somebody. So imagine me now where some people think I'm somebody business-wise. Imagine my business fails. But I'm now showing everybody that, oh, your business is great, man, it's so beautiful. And I'm acting like everything's going well, but it's not. So then I would get at home and be sad and depressed because it's not going well. And I couldn't do anything at the time to fix that. So it was like, I'm in that place where,
Why calling you?
because business was just not working. I was trying everything, like whatever I was doing that time wasn't, like, I'm trying everything to make my business work. So imagine you've got a restaurant and no one's turning up.
Yeah.
And you're pumping money into to make, it's just not working. But no one knew my business wasn't out there. So with a restaurant, you can tell it's failing because you walk past, no one's in there. But what I was doing was my own business, so no one. I could pretend it was working. So then, where all my friends are making money and doing things and flying, everyone's doing great. I wasn't, but I was pretending I was to everyone. Cause I didn't want to. I wanted to keep up with the Joneses. So I just got into something. I don't know what twisted in my head, but I was just sad. Like I'll go out, come home, I'm pitch black, and because I couldn't sleep, I started drinking to put me to sleep. But then what would happen now is that I would wake up lean. so I'm having mad nightmares. So I'm waking up drunk, and then people then obviously somebody would want to link me because I've got a hangover. I can't link, man. So I'm just at home in the pitch black, and it got so bad then I couldn't even make money because I'm drunk. So like it was. But I tell you,
at that point in your life here, would you have flipped the coin? Would you have taken 100k or would you have taken the job?
At that point in my life, I probably would have taken the job.
Okay.
Because I know that it's something I enjoy and it's guaranteed. Because that 100k, I probably wasn't in the right frame of mind to have that 100k. I probably would have spent it.
Would you have had that? Because you're saying that in hindsight now, looking back, to say you wasn't in the right frame. If you put yourself in them shoes right now and you was in that same position, would you have taken 100k? Would you have flipped the coin? Or would you have taken the job?
I probably would have taken the 100k then at the time because my mind state would have been so fucked that I just think I need the money, and I probably would have squandered it to make myself look like I'm part of the team again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a dark place.
100k would have gone in a month, boy.
Even though you might not have dealt with it in the best way, do you think that that period was important for you to become the successful businessman you are?
Yes and no. I think what the difference I've got now.
You must have learned something with it.
I learned a lot. So I think the difference now is what I learned then was trends. So in the business I was doing there, I didn't follow the trends and see what was happening. If I had clocked it to what was happening, I would have caught onto that trend and gone in that direction. But I didn't catch the trend. So because I didn't catch it and I didn't jump onto it, business just flopped. And
you
also,
had to learn that.
I learned that. But also another thing that I've got now is that I've got friends around me that I can talk to. Back then, where I was a bit younger, maybe 28, I'm at that age where maybe I wasn't around people that I felt I could disclose that, like times are hard right now. So at that point, and because most people thought I was the man, like, oh, G's on stuff, he's making money, G's whatever. It's a bit like me now. Some people might look at me as, oh, G's living life is whatever. So imagine everything goes now, and I've still got to pretend like everything's going well when it's not. So I'm coming out doing all of this stuff, but then I'm going home like, boy, this is hard, man. And it was hard because I was living a lie, and it became a job, like it was work.
Yeah.
To the point I remember one time we was going out raving, and obviously I'm losing. I'm not making money now. I remember one time I was out raving, and my boy didn't know what was going on. We went out and he was going to buy me a bottle. And then the bartender, the hostess bought the bottle, and I didn't clock she was opening it. She opened it. I was going to take the bottle back to the bar and get a refund. I needed the $2 bills. I couldn't tell my boy like, rather just let me have the £200, you know, like I don't, because as far as he's concerned, I'm living life, and I was doing them days. I used to wear Gucci, Versace, D&G, every brand. I'm wearing every brand on that day.
I've never been that, right? But that makes sense. That's not easy to keep up with.
Yeah, and when I tell you that, I don't know what twisted in my head. But then, if you ask me how did I get out of it, it's gonna sound so dumb. I said no more. It sounds mad. I know it sounds mad because somebody could say, "Is that what I've got to do?"
Yeah.
And I'm not a psychologist to say that's what you got to do, because I don't want to undermine. Like maybe mine wasn't severe, but literally one day I said, "Oh fuck this."
And that's what.
I know it sounds. I don't want to simplify it, because somebody might be like, Gabriel, it's not as simple as that. I've tried this for 5 years.
But what's true is it's not that simple if you don't think it's that simple.
And you know, see the brain. I'm not a psychologist, but it's mad. The moment you say to yourself,
it's possible,
I'm doing it.
You can do it.
I'm not saying in every field, because obviously I'm never going to be able to beat Usain Bolt in a race. No matter how much days I wake up and say positive affirmations, I'm going to beat him.
No, man, that's
maybe not in 2012, but 2065.
Do you know what I mean? But
so what's the guy? Was it really bro who knocked out Tyson? And he told his mummy.
I think it was, yeah.
So, yeah.
I think it was. But just one day I said, this is enough. I hated, and I always say, until you hate the situation you're in, and you genuinely hate it. I'm not saying other people don't, but I woke up one day and I said, this is no.
Yeah, you need a push. You need a push. You need a pull.
You know, the mind, yeah, it's like a field, isn't it? And whatever, because you was in a very negative mindset.
Oh,
then,
very.
Like, do you know what I mean? So I can't remember where I read it, but say like your mind is like just a field, innit? So if you plant poison ivy, it's gonna give you that back. But if you plant abundance and flowers and stuff like that, it's gonna. So the moment you took action and thought positively, like I'm gonna get out of this. And there was another thing. Who spoke about it? Says that they done a test with 2 rats. They put one in water in a sealed container with no light, and one in water with a little hole in it.
Okay.
And they left them overnight. The one with no light died. The one with the light stayed alive. It kept pushing and pushing.
You saw the hope because you saw there was a light there. Okay.
So hope.
Yeah.
In a way.
That is mad, but I don't want to just tell people that it's as easy just saying no. But one day I woke up and said, "This is long.
I can't keep doing it. Who am I?"
I said, "What?" I felt like I said, "What is this? Like who am I?" Like, literally, I think it was one day when I was like, I think I was gonna get out of the house to go and get the Courvoisier. I was like, "What the what?" I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "What am I doing?" Because usually I'd have enough in the house, but it was one day. It was late at night. I think maybe 2 or 3 in the morning.
I don't even have alcohol to find my alcoholism.
It's different when it's in the house, but when you got a journey through it.
I said,
nah. Like, bro, I've really got a problem here.
Yeah, I said,
it's not even this convenience. I'm going out my way.
Yeah. And this is mad, is that I was never alcoholic before, but then because of this situation, I then turned into an alcoholic. So it's like, so when you see someone who might become a nitty or someone who's become a druggie, they don't necessarily mean they were a druggie before. They've now used coping mechanisms to deal with whatever they're going through. In the same way some people might self-harm.
It takes one bad moment and you could be that person.
It was mad.
Don't you accept like what you are is what you accept, like, do you know what I mean? The fact that you're, because I mean, maybe they might not know, but the fact that you know what is at the end of that line, because I have an addictive personality, so I don't do certain things. Do you get what I mean? Because who knows where I'd be, like, do you get what I'm saying? So ain't that something within you, pause, why you'd even be open to accepting that in the first place?
I think it's mad because I think when you talk about self-harm, I always say self-harm isn't just cutting yourself. Why people tend to self-harm is because they want to take their mind away from whatever pain is happening. So let's say, you know, someone's going through something mentally, they will cut themselves to take away, whether that's 2 minutes or 3 minutes, it's a distraction from what, perfect way is a distraction. So for instance, the self-harm that I was using with alcohol was allowing me to sleep so that I can get away from that, whatever I'm trying to disappear from for that split moment. And that's why it's the same with drugs. Somebody might become a nitty or become, I don't know if nitty is forgive me if I'm using it as a derogatory word, let me just call it let me use the word druggy, but I don't know what the right term is to use.
A drug user.
We call them a drug
user of drugs.
We call them a drug user. Somebody may be using that to self-harm, to take away their pain from what's going on. The same way somebody might be homeless on the street. Look how cold it is. Sometimes somebody might say, oh, you know, I don't want to give a homeless person money because they might use it to get drugs or buy alcohol. Bruh, it's cold. Maybe he might need that red stripe or red white or white lightning to go sleep. No, it's -5.
He needs that because you've been through it. You're sympathetic to his plight, but he needs to get to that. I'm not doing this.
No, but buy him food, but still, and it's gonna sound mad. Buy him food, but if you see him drink and he goes and buys a white lightning, bro, it's -5 outside. How you think you're gonna sleep without getting drunk? If we was to go and sit on the street right now, we wouldn't need sight to go bed. I know it sounds mad.
No, you're right.
It sounds mad, but when you see someone taking drugs on the street, I'm not justifying it, but they may need to do that to go sleep or zone out from what's going on. And me being in the comfort of my home, I drank alcohol to go bed. I don't know how far different that is from someone on the street who's.
No, but I think everyone, not everybody, but there's a lot of people who are not where they want to be or where they're at in life, or they're not to the level of success where they want to be. And you go on social media and you see all of this. There's a lot of people in that predicament where they're, because what you're drinking for, because you don't want to be alone with your thoughts, because it's gonna hurt.
Exactly what it was.
Like, do you know what I mean? And there's a lot of people. So like, say there's a girl I know, she hates her job. Like she'll go work, go home, have a cup of wine, watch nonsense, just nonsense on TV.
Yep.
Crash out, go sleep, wake up and do the same thing again tomorrow. And I'm like, you're just filling your day with distractions, so you can't sit down and get to the real root of what your issue is. Like, do you know what I mean? So I think everybody has that, and not everybody, but a lot of people are going through that.
They can't sit alone with themselves in the dark. They can't sit with their thoughts, so they try and escape.
That's why I asked about what are you like in your dark room. Like, see, when we're out here, we can do all this, put on our PR face, our presentation, our whatever. When you're at home, alone, and you're in a mood, or in your dark place, that's when you're the real who you are. Like, that's like, how many times when your brothers come around, you quickly do a quick spruce up clean? but you might be sitting in squalor. I'm not saying it's picked, but
Yeah, of course,
you know what I mean? Like, we want to
Make it a
present.
bit more presentable. No, I get what you're saying.
It's mad. That's why when I went to that mental health institution, it fried my head. Like, how close so many people are. When you're hearing stories, you're like, you look at people, you're like, oh, that's why. It's that one little madness that could happen, and then it's done. That's why I was talking about Mizzy. Like, should he have been sectioned? I'm not. Once again, I'm not a mental health nurse or practitioner. Was he really? Does he have a mental illness? Because we all have mental health, but does he have a mental illness?
Yeah, but if he's not, I don't remember the specifics, and I don't want to be harsh on him. But didn't he get like a few chances, and he kept repeatedly doing the same silliness?
But what was he doing? Like, he's a young kid, so he's now got the notoriety of social media, which is dangerous. Like, imagine being 20, 21, however old he is, but he's fake. Like, at one point he was the most talked about guy in the UK. Whether it lasted for a week or 2 weeks, I don't think anyone was spoken about more than him. He was in the news. Like, he was famous. And he still is now. So unfortunately, he needs to keep up with this. In the same way, some of us just post every day just to be there and relevant. Like, I haven't posted on my page for a while because in my head I've got nothing to discuss. Like, I don't. There's nothing new happening. Like, but in my head I'm like, Gabe, you got to stay relevant, man. You got to keep posting.
I can make you relevant, but you won't like it.
No. I don't want clickbait stuff.
You see, where's here? Once you just ruin the man.
No. It'll be profitable, but he just won't like it.
I don't want clickbait.
That's not a game I want to play
clickbait.
still.
No, I don't want clickbait stuff.
not
Like,
click-
the way
it's
you
not clickbait.
clickbaiting me.
I don't want
it's
to
not
play
clickbait.
I'm
that
sleeping.
game, man.
I'm good at my job, man.
I'm like, who's saying this? I said, I haven't chopped it like this.
I'm just good at my
But
job.
the way man
man.
was chopping and editing stuff, I said no.
I put the best bit at the beginning of the
I owe
clip.
you a haircut, boy.
No.
3 weeks, no trim.
But don't look after yourselves though, man. Happy New Year and all that. You know, it's good to see everyone, but
It was a good start to the new year still.
look after yourselves, man.
Fucking hell.
For you, it was definitely. How was Houston?
Houston was great, man.
Yeah?
It was good.
Tell me
Okay,
more.
what did you do when you landed?
Tell me
I
more.
went to the gym with Daps. We went to Alpha Land. Bought some
What band outfit?
Alpha Land.
Okay.
Oh.
Checked out Daps' shisha spot.
Just break down your 24 hours for us.
No, it was great. I went to My Lounge Houston.
Okay.
My
What did
boy
you do after
Daps'
My Lounge?
spot. After My Lounge, we went to the next shisha spot. What was it? Good Mood.
Okay. And what did you do after that?
After that, I went and took a sleep. You know, woke up, went Alpha Land in the morning. What else? What you do while you was in Houston?
Oh, he's flipped it. Pause.
Gable, tell us. The camera wants to know.
This is a serious game of table tennis right
Yeah,
now.
what did you do while you was in Houston?
Looking like Bobby Kasanga right now.
Your serve,
Can't
mate.
return the serve.
The streets want to know it. The camera's
Your
on you.
serve, G.
You get me? Hope you like this episode. Got more this year. We're gonna try and eventually try and do 2 episodes a week. So like I said, more content to come. We're gonna keep pushing. Thank you for the support. Everything is just due to time because our schedules are all over the place. Like Wes might be at work. Wes was ill recently, and me and Gabriel were both in America. And yeah, this year I'm back to traveling a lot. So I need to try and work everything around the travel schedule and around Gabriel so that us two ain't clashing and gone at times where we have a stockpiled episode. But yeah, like I said, more to come. We're gonna try and push for twice a week if we can. If not, you're gonna get the vlogs as well and other style content. Peace.